Ale fonsaje de. Ale fonsaje. Muna dabo sanka baluo. Mbe useni dabo julalema. Juloka manla maje. Ni aja manla maje. Suluo simmeneleda. Useni masata. Alale ya mansandi. Mbaro da bodima. Mbaro da bodima. Numukunda da bodima. Alale bate jola. Mansole bate jola. Aye gambia bondi bata kono. Imaje molu bele se wota. Arabe nyinkela Manso be nyinkela Usen bota nyani dobo dobo gaye Usen anata kombo tumami Londo nata kulli Okaye lo adabo.
Yo, assalamualaikum baring olombal bismillah ala YouTube online bantabala platform sabolto the Facebook, YouTube and in TikTok. Today, the 8th of January 2026 Armisalumba Kalbe kontong kachatong kamen kumandi current affairs show program ola ka jam be denta men na platform kuma bato bifana nata komen kunu nata nyame second edition of current affairs show so yin sam ko denta men kono tem balbe konto na bake kal jay mel kanal kan lamoy ani melka audio data melka platform share melbe TikTok mal dadila lit screen or tab aliye platform alias share should that mojama se benefit from it mbe duna programme kono ngam satala dane rek alaman duna kono bismillahir rahmanir rahim nga foda kono alhamdulillah rabbil alamin be diamo men kala jantol be sen faso to je gambi sen faso to je patio sen faso to je man satala fanan sen nengo guide na tonya fo kana fasa roke baw fasa ro me yaron ka ni fani ale tata man na faso to fasa ro men ni tonya na ta wala man satala lafta wala be duala kairo lan tol be kilin kilon ni na dimbayalu man satala sen sutura en sujara kendala sabanti flawol komen ka fonyo wati continuously na dua ebe daming deje karla mo be labal na jele alama alay lajam sonandi bema dol ni tal jam fala nyola namina fana intra ku kendola banga gambe banko fala nga dua alama alay kayra ba sobati dije na what is happening with my screen? Something is happening with my screen. Let me just get this. Okay, I think 1 second. I'll be back, guys. So, moka inu inalen buba haba. Comme le mari wa fi rek di ñalalan de jama. Yalla suñu borom defal ñu jama. Welcome na len tay alhamis 8th of January 2026 ci current affairs show programme ci ñetti platform ci yalla suñu borom mu guide suñu lamé ñi ñu wax lo xamne dinañ jëriñ askan bi yalla suñu borom defal ñu jama suñu joboti may ñu wërgu yaram sutura ñu ba baaxa ba yalla jama bi yaga suñu rew Gambia la ñoo sent 2026 yalla suñu borom defal ñu ko ñu am change bo xamne dinañ am nguur bo xamne nguur bu baax la ndax ñeeri ngaro bi ak xulo bi ak wax bu bari bi yépp mëna stop ñu ñaan comme lu wax fi sosé ñu ñaanal aji juuti yi yalla suufi continue sen sedak sen kaw welcome na len so current affairs edition on YouTube Online Bantaba mbe programme dat la non bi maintenant wala be kala by election o membe kega Gambia al liro sidara tawmale right now Kiang Kayaf word UDP ni NPP bita to kanyo saba sirang la kotenge alama menketa ma sembe nga replica sotoje alama nga ganyaw sotoje alno dua then Fonyi fanam batamba word in Fonyi I think NPP ning Noto Alliance APRC la Noto Alliance mel balanta pro APRC ka fu Adama Barrow men ka wolof mo Noto Alliance wol fana ñoo soto kan jebal wo sira way tolle tam ila sira ngolom alama ay tol fana sira ñu soto nde fengo fembe Barrow ni yok yala rek Cheikh Sedili lo si lo la de sap fengo fembe Adama Barrow ni yok andi lante wala ka diante ha NPP ngolu ngamela say ci furtale be wure la platform to serla they are not happy with the media. But let me tell you something. Mansakonda is getting frustrated with the media. Yeah, Jamie journalists along they are losing it. If they come for a media cover because it's all kala feel kala fi Mansakonda journalist yela. Ko journalist will make time shot. It's a journalist will neng ni lafte ye caricature. But those people will do their job. And let Adama Barrow stop. Now Adama Barrow ala push fire start ka journalist all the media houses all surround. Because aldo le fokan ko Adama nyanta media house ala fire ke. Ya jame ya kala mawati. Ya jame journalist jamal exile ba tonya la banto wo banko mbele kanyanta je ya Adama Barrow tati wo banko ti. Dol tante le bara fanan tante. Al nga tonya sabati na banko kam. Tonya le la banna. So me video do le play la jam B Iko reportedly NPP la candidate or ala supporters of the joint NPP. I got this video sent to me on my WhatsApp. So I'll play it on the screen. I'll just start with that. Then say continue Kachala. Let me start this. I'll play this video. Hopefully it will play.
So you never caring. Absolutely. Abanta. So definitely. So agamunda go celebration la ñin. Yeah, ñu celebration da ma so ya jele Abanta. Abanta. Game over. You never caring guys. Ali celebration no jele. Binzi ya fo nyama agamunda ko MPP ko be mol ma ko kan celebration la. Ibe mol ma ko kan celebration la ñu never caring. What a guys. Agamunda ko be celebration la. You never caring guys. Ali ajele agamunda.
Okay, mare ngol ngere ngol
so you never ajele agamunda.
So that we can crack on with the program. I'll bring it back at some point later. Well, look at video footage. Iko reportedly NPP supporters all Melka NPP la candidate. Yalo ndema NPP la candidate for Matolo. Yalo wala na je said linte data NPP nkure la candidate for Mato for Malo. Malo fatoli ya tolo ne. Suleiman ni jumala be lo kanji. NPP la candidate to tunde ali mako yi. Because to be honest Matolo. Mte NPP kuoto kay go humasi dara. Man NPP. Mela candidate tolo membe Fonyi kaya fara ma tolo ndega UDP la candidate wolo Suleiman Sane man parenasi digonte NPP ko li tuti la dois mbiri NPP ila candidate fo ko tondi NPP la candidate ali mako okay ML Fati ko ngati kam be sikala ML NPP la candidate ndema tolonde buto nali am alzado because that shows that I don't have any interest in NPP to be honest. Madam ML Tati, maybe he has something to say.
Seku, the candidate I meant about Senegal.
Really? No, it's a Hajila wala.
No, I can tell you the story there. Entire school bigger Kayafle. I know Madina Kayaf. Okay. The guy, you candidate or member Banta.
Ha.
About a Jolifene.
Okay.
Jolifene, one night now for come a most remember the candidate only replace la Membanta.
Okay.
The resident Jana Timon at the general reject. You can only mendila you reject completely. Well, I don't put comfort. I believe you can quote only welcome.
So it all started in Lafita Menna. Sidinja will you reject le.
pour même nyante la mo replace la because même banda ko ba yalla sunom kata masembe yalla masembe yudi bin ko bidi futa je so même banda mo yudi bin ko futa wol male e ko faale mo so même ba replace won na ta fa mam mo so sa do alse mo do jibi sa te do so wala na yudi bin ko tar to mo do ko masembe so ba bidi to futa ngol fen barata dama ne fula sa te lam so ba bidi ngol fen maro ni même banda en bin ko abata ngol fen birata banda ngol fen ko na ta mo sotle nyanta met tombon
okay
so biri tolo futa to ni wala reject yale dara to mandro kadami madina kayaf yo madina kayaf fana problème be je wala ñite ko surwal be je tane jambe surwal ni Senegal surwal ani fulol
okay
so dara to mandro kan ni Senegal surwal me ko be Senegal la site la kono so wona ta ni surwal wol dim wol ko ñu ol mu lunta wala te mona na wol tar council to
but ML is he a Gambian citizen? Is he originally from Senegal? But you cannot have a Senegalese national vying for Gambia election. That is against the law.
We have a lot of people from Buduk.
No, maybe they have Gambian documents, right?
No, for the Sila made
okay. Yeah.
But Gambia document will be able to cut off our file.
Okay. But that is good for us because the NPP goal la support al Kamvali definitely that means Ning Ale de Maroc Suleiman is going to win. That's good for you.
Suleiman is going to win, but imagine be a program will indeed your boys will look command the Puriatalo UDP Konya Canada Madina KF1. So boys will fintita will be all fintita local UDP Konta Madina KF. Signing Surwal killing Kilona Madina KF Lemon Gambe Surwal to meet Sila made will be Jati will for UDP welcome.
Okay.
And people have board member and candidate do Madina KF Surwal side. Will for them be fintita and side you didn't call after your call a problem for the Monday. You look on you look where you do.
Okay. I got it.
So yeah, the sitting guy the base in Gelato. Fabusa and you would do the base in Kayaf. So you are so sitting at the campo Madina Kayafula. So Madina Kayaf at least Sadomen give us Senegal Budu.
Okay, I got it.
Madina Kayaf in Buduk, you get a board become in Serekunda.
The phone nene Jalo trial very masoto. I'll be busy, love to Diam but I'll be busy in it. So but ML, thank you for that update. I really appreciate it. So this is
last election. You more jama bala bondi na buduk me ako gileje jama la bi beri gista Madina KF so wala site.
Yeah.
So sidinjay bo advantage le use kan wala na manson ningol fen ko la pour kata o jonda pour so mol be dundu no na kata wala sidinjay be sindi Madina KF.
Interesting. So that is really looking good for us. But the woman allow a vote, ML?
Yeah, because the voters card last election.
It registered at the 2021 election.
2021,
how about Saturday Dingolo? Definitely, ni Saturday Dingolo Yalongo, Senegal, even though they acquired a voters cards illegally. Saturday Dingolo man allow a vote. You cannot be a foreigner and register.
What a problem with the sign then side news who are made only for the Madina Kaiflo side will make the comfort and Purmunak and Yulunda, Munak and the Tombon broker in Carola. What a problem will be a tema sign and the so sitting there big year and will look at our Senegal Suwad.
Okay, I got it now. I got it. But
different. Well, I name from more form talk to the money. I didn't form a game for the talk to the money.
Okay, but this is where we should not allow non-Gambians, no matter how if they acquire voters card illegally, citizen or nyanta kana banko protest. Nitole alongo wol ni woli afoy ko ñu Senegal lañ joge ñoo kadi kata. Wallahi wol ma ñana kato fayla. Definitely. Because Gambia di wote bola Gambia ko kata kata wala fay Senegal. Hana lay la voters card be. They will not allow it.
It will be a back la munala because
Senegal in Senegal it is any authority me alongo Gambia no. Gambia we have authorities me alongo and command here but me alongo authority Palaso be manka government. I will follow it. That is happening.
Okay, let it chill. I'm going to tell network call it. I would like to talk on because I'm let it chill for go kata. She's on her way to Kiam. So Malam for a network or she's joined and then drop off. I bet Kiam never done already for.
Yeah, I spoke to her when she was in 40, so I had to put her aside.
Okay, maybe I joined the network or maybe it's gone. Maybe she's going to join again. Okay, but that's really good, looking good for us, ML. Jamal Bekayaf?
Yeah, because Jolfen call here UDP accept le. Sai to meeting man strong non Jolfen. Sai tara madina kayafule be lunta wala gara kan together. Ila taka UDP problem madina kayafule for problem mo after wool lot right now tenting.
Okay.
After UDP call nara meeting ka meeting ñu forman na mi sound the sai meeting kan kayafule.
Okay, good. Keba Sabali, near the program, you can please join if an email update. We want to hear from the folks on the ground what is happening. So Abarakabake, because Abla, you have something to say because last time analysis then gonna line so you if you don't mind.
Let me give you a
Thank you, Wesley.
Yeah, Baraka ML. Thank you, ML, for that update.
Yeah, from Cabo Jara or Narcanafo possible a bit or
yeah, it's very sad. Gambia la kubala for
UDP last year, I mean, I want to election time. You know, and the Stafero Senegalese government, yeah, for a co, yeah, for a more bona election order. I don't think cases are going more than Kamala.
Yeah, can I offer Bandaba? No, withdraw that. Can I offer UDP platform or a better screen record? This is a UDP platform. Withdraw that, please. We are not in for violence. Okay, thank you, Ablai. Thank you. Baraka. Okay, I make a disclaimer just in case our political opponents want to record this and use it against us. That is not a position of UDP. And UDP, we are not in for violence. Through a fair process. But again, Gambia only rights to defend our sovereignty from involvement of non-Gambians. That one, propagate like even us and NPP and all the opposition. You cannot be an alien. Voting rights and you vote in the UK. It tackle a European bank, it tackle any Western country. And Senegal found the same thing. Usman Sonko ya for election ko it is suddenly luntang le kato fai. So what nyanto folale and we should not be afraid of saying that. Okay? But anything may go to take the law into your own hands, UDP is not in for that, and I just want to make that disclaimer. So Abaraka Ablai, on the call, but if you can drop off, then after I will continue my analysis. Lady Chilel, if you want to join, you can join because since if you have something to say, I will take you. Mena Komodo Ablai Konyari. Yeah, yes, I'll get you guys. Okay, I have some analysis to do on the deportation issue. Obviously, in a program that in Kianela, medium deportation issue. Gambia, we have to be serious as a country. Na political alingan Antonio Sabatin. Tenga kukele na Gambia political akijo in Farabake. We just want to make the other person bad. And I am deeply concerned. Look, kurungan deportation ko kajajane. And look, momo in the political long, I like to deal with issues. I don't delve into personalities. It's not my style, and it will never be my style. But Jamo UDP platform waleti, fengofe me along abe UDP to nondela, Fania Kang, say who said they will make it a topic, and I will set the record straight. Ilatanna, Imalanna, Alimbenga, Sembe Tonyala. Kunundi amota janne, because programo dole ketan nas cousins on the platform auto. Being the phone lamoyle because man lafi yafon koko kumoti. And then I was disappointed because to try to attach Alhaji Ousainou Darboe's name to the deportation is very disingenuous, whoever it comes from. I'll stop. Gambia government under Adama Barrow needs to come clean. Adama Barrow is the president of the Republic of the Gambia. He's the commander-in-chief. Minister Beba Telekoto. Ningatara deportation signed between the European Union and the government of the Gambia, whether it was on in 2017 or 2019, Adama Barrow government should come clean But Kafoko, Alhaji Senu Dabo of foreign minister. In fact, I heard one of their guys saying that Alhaji Senu Dabo, yes, Hanama signed, he was the foreign minister, but I'm not resigned, blah, blah. That's all rubbish. That's all mumbo jumbo. Alnani Minister Jomala can resign over deportation. Come on, Gambia, let's elevate our political understanding. Deportation of the law on Bankoli rights to the citizens will deport. In America, after being a Gambia citizen will deport. Foreign minister cannot resign because of deportation. That is utter garbage. Let us be serious as people. Yadi, I believe in something. Nima more support in a right lum, but don't try to bring somebody down. Niya more challenge on the merit or the demerit of ila policy. This is what I believe in. Today, mbe diabla ñu deportation on la bake because a diamo be siakan Gambia politiko kono. And the monentol be filindi munana dibobe kere is because of Adam Barola government. They are not transparent. They should come clean on this deportation. Final baby to Lebulu. Alhaji Senu Dabo was in government 2017 or 2019. He is no longer in government. But nothing stops Barola government to organize a press conference, a deportation, agreement signed or not signed, I have seen in the Gambian. Ngamira, every serious Gambian, near BEU should call on Barrow. Okay, we want clarity on this deportation. Adama Barrow Lotale in is it Mahmudu? What is the name of this place? I rally kedami. Mahmuda. I think it's Mahmuda. Adama Barrow Lotale ko. It will balance like a Gambia dingol samanang because ateman lafika Gambia dingol ta. But ninga fali ko. 2025 alone. 2025. 8 chartered flights. What about Germany? Germany alone. Not talk of Switzerland. Not talk of other European countries. Flight stay. Wale Gambia dingol sayindi. Just in 2025. Between July and November. Between April, I started April. At May, July. Flight so dol bata Munich. German olko Munchen. Dol Angale wol nkafa in Munich. Flight so dol bata Frankfurt. You know, Beketa in 2025. Flight say 2025 woman ba usiru taraman sekunda, right? I think that is there's no contestation to that. Barola man sekunda flight say wolle about Germany ka Gambia dingol sayindi. Gambia dingol member Europe melialanko they fall under this bandwagon. Failed asylum seekers. Undocumented migrants all across Europe is about 10,000. Gambia Dinguli Tang. But not only in Germany. Germany alone is around 4,000. So Germany las area dole bige butunte pronounce la no Butenberg something, I don't know. I think it's a German pronunciation. I cannot pronounce this. I'll try to check. Atol me jelong Germany la sato do bige that area alone is about 4,000. Okay. So Baden, yes, Baden Württemberg, something like that. Baden Württemberg. Yeah, I think that is the pronunciation. Okay, Baden Württemberg. Germany law area mafon 4,000 Gambian or Dama possibly on the deportation list. But I love the men Sambalali and Anjam. Nim Baroko, it only flights will stop. So new flight say all land no jam and no flight book a land Bangkok without obtaining clearance from the Ministry of Defense. Ministry of Defense will like a clearance di. Pleno buka di Gambia nim mansa kundaman clearance di. So love the barola molu nyinin kala nim baroko it will flight stop. Muna nanyin flight say all land to Gambia 2025 Dama. European Union, they have what they call Migration and Asylum Pact. In Bangkok, soto under their scheme. Because Europe, pasita luntangol lale. Iko luntangol e boila Bangkok. Surtout mele ale man kaytol soto. Surtout me yalan ko ila asylum claims all reject. So he started ko mole boila Bangkok. Abi keka America le under Donald Trump, and it's increasing a lot in Europe right now. Ning sign or not sign, problem with that man sakunda like a mixed information or di. Ale amoy may fati lale. Ako agreement no man sign. Alaji Usenu Daboko ateman fen sign. Recently, Aissatou Touré Dr. Aissatou Touré taboka for it. Because obviously she's not part of UDP and or she doesn't have a political party. Dr. Aissatou Touré lale. Dr. Aissatou Touré tata in Switzerland. I will give you that information in 2020 when she was the vice president. Swiss government, their reports co-signing migration and asylum pact signed with the Swiss government. But Aissatou Touré man sakunda na tay ko fe man sign. But I look at Dr. Aissatou Touré to man signature quote de. And she was the vice president. Jumalaka to man signature quote. But all the allegation is on Alaji Usenu Dabo. Ntebe al Daniel Menna. Alenga politiko alenga politiko tonya ya samba. Kafo karele be foreign ministry. But ni government nati come and sign. Ite ko wo mari nyanta resign nale. Wo mari nyanta responsibility tala. Because ite mari mantara wala kafo kono bi bari kunung ibigele. I think it's wrong. Dukat alga nyi topic landi. Ala nyi topic landi. Amam bete ya. Amulu njaw ya tale. Kunung ngafo janne. Kunung ini mobe kafu killing iko mo kendolom. Bi ko mo kurungolom. Nte se huset le mano. Mafo mo do mano de. But if ning amari e kumafo, disagree tame nambafo la I disagree with this. I'll need deportation ko ala lande because otherwise we will have this debate is not going to stop. Nalma Landi, I will continue making this a topic on Bantaba. And I will challenge everybody, all of us, to be responsible. Let us bring evidence, bring clarity, and be consistent. Ndemala mona nantol kanyu daji ko soto dolu because ninko mo ben se tonyo nderoke. Kunung iko kari is good. Kunung iman kari question cooler. Biya question wala. It makes you ugly. It does. It doesn't make sense. Alinga clean politics practice. Alinga debate on ideas and programs. Ndenila modol kachata dumale. Na yamarodi. But of course, the most popular no, kavu mo kana nyinke. Who am I? I have no control of anybody. Nte palazzo membentable UDP. Ndolo media like communicate. But Fundela media communicate, this is most of no. I can only advise, I cannot force anybody. Because nimu voluntary institution. Of course, niatera formal institution where people are employed. If you don't want to go in line with what I am saying, either you go or I stay. But nimo political to where people are free hand, more control. You can only advise. Barombe idanila ye nying diamu sifal yo stop. Ndefa I love to do na jele, but I'm going to Bantaba, but I'm sure they were having an interview. Andung ne ye diamu maneoje kafu yaje dang. Kafu. Maybe kafu ye mol sotol melanko they go extreme. But you cannot start pointing finger at only one group and you want to make yourself a saint. I don't clean politics practice. Lady Chilal, I will take you if you want to give me update on this. what is it? The election in Kiang. Kayaf. Hello. Oh, alwe ite be rally dulale. Muge moy. We can't hear anything. Yeah. Nga diamo moy le nak. Yeah, I'll put you on the big screen now. Okay, Lady Chilala, I'll be in toilet right now. Okay, moil, I'll be in toilet saying. Oh, I'll be kiang kaya fongo tole. Many people so make it have night meeting. Okay. Go, keba sabalile. Nene, Aisa do Jallo le. Nene Aisa do Jallo nge koli la funo do mesodo. Nene Aisa do Jallo nge koli la funo do mesodo. Seni sabale afay mba konton na. Okay. Everything was fine and things are looking promising, right? Things are looking promising. Good. Mbado. Mbado, Krambi Jele. Everybody is there. That is really good. Tida boba kijera ole. Hey, Lamin Sane, Mr. Sane. Mr. Sane, how are you? You good? Siramoy nade. Kiaman ibe nyadi. Kiaman sirama we bode. Sirama we bondi lalde. Inshallah. Good. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody. Guy, full house. Yeah. All right. Abaraga Lady Chilal. Thank you for this. Thank you. Bye. Okay. I want to Lady Chilalti. Thank you, Martin Tolabake, watching live scenes in Kiang Kayaf. Probably our plans are for pulling in very crucial by-election. UDP and NPP going toe-to-toe, head-to-head in this another closely contested election. And we hope that we will win. So, Alabarakabake, Ngalongo Mojamale Rikoso Key, but I will take the line Mbaltalale later. Momo Yalongo. Malon for TikTok like I will select them because I can see some requests. So back to my topic on obviously this deportation saga. politico yalong nde kukili nekante jahali Gambia court. Still, I cannot put my head around it. Let us just let's exercise honesty in our political debate. It's going to help us a lot. It's going to be very easy for me and for everybody else, just because I want to put somebody down. But that makes me a bad person. I want to challenge on ideas. I want to challenge on banko ontola banko be sora jawle. Today, Gambia is one of the poorest performing nations in many fronts. We are being colonized by Senegal. Yes? Because if your president, the security is in hands of the Senegalese troops, Gambia doesn't have independence. A truly independent nation. Ila security forces will learn bankola internal security controller. Your president, your movement of secure, like what is happening in Burkina Faso today. The foreign forces Nigeria, foreign forces Senegal, foreign forces. We have all independent. Independent. Independent all bentol kono. Ndaga ñu expect kon be ñanta ñu nekk caal. But I hope this kind of things will stop, and I hope it will not continue, because it's not where it doesn't help us. Because yesterday we started a conversation here, but today I did the needful, and the host started it, talking about UDP. When I started this program, the first thing I started was talking about Kim election, by-election. But when you have a program, you want to start talking about the opponent. It's not good. Or perceived opponents. And it's okay to talk about the opponent. I have no problem with that. But to try yesterday, you did not put the deportation thing on Alhaji Ousainou Darboe. And you know what? It's just like when this assets thing came. I had this issue with Sobeya folks. Some of their supporters. Because it's all fun. At that point, they thought they won lottery on UDP. Iko asset sol natale, iko Alhaji Ousainou Darboe tobe listo walale. It all turned out to be false. Because they were working on speculation. Suspicion. Speculation. Ousainou Darboe was the vice president. Alhaji Ousainou Darboe was the foreign minister. Uncle Amadou Sane was the finance minister. Certainly, they must have got hand in this sale of Jammeh assets. Lord Mayor Talib Bensouda Bama for the assets also, which all turned out to be false in the end. So we had back and forth with those people. More menka TikTok follow they thought Shehu Sedili from Hajutal. Because I was all over on TikTok sometimes in late night. Because one thing that I don't like is accusing people of something that you just want to make them look bad. Take a civic education or some platform. That's why my job is to share my ideas with people. There are a lot of people who listen to me. They are far more educated than me. They are far more knowledgeable than me. They know it's encouraging, no. But ala yin bunya palaso din tella prunkana jan ningambe no kakacha. Amanke kon tele nga londo sotality. Mo jamaka lame jan wolle hikma sotantati. Wolle wisdom sotantati. But ala domandingo men dinna mfananka wole fojang. Kata university anime manta university meta fola jane do manta university wolle wisdom soto moment at university. But one thing kukling kante I rate ni wolong nimol ka kamala hadama dingula. Well, at that time, I took it upon myself to say, Alkana kamola nyul la ko ye jamel asesa. But nkamo nata muneke mamalo so je. Because ngalo no ke be kamole le kan. Nyin deportation ko fana until the day man sekunda agreement o bondi nang anu alaji usenu dabola signature le beje. I will stand to defend him. And the onus is on the Gambia government. Ni momo tatela platform. Nyin deportation ko ite. Not ite ma used as a political weapon. But you're bothered because you have pride. Mo jama ba je ni nyininka. Germany flights Germany 2025 kata Gambia ta fola because they have no interest to do research. That Ibrahim member migration, Ibrahim is interested in the plight of the migrants. Akala do quoti, akala hajoti. Every time akonyi migration ko kata, in fact, wo dol sifa nyantaka honors, nyantake award le. Gambia nyantake ka honor for the good job he is doing. Ngaje abe interview ke kan kerfatu fam. But the momo ko iteba used as a political weapon. Simply because Alhaji Ousainou Darboe was a foreign minister. Okay, let me ask you a question. Alhaji Ousainou Darboe was a foreign minister. Diplomatic passport scandal okeda. But muna ne masama kitiola. So how does it make sense Kafoko carry on foreign minister so he or she should take responsibility because Kuoketa and Amarinyanta resign nale. Abarima resigned. That is disappointment that I can't have. Alnane amu minister Jumaleka resigned because he kalabankuding will deport. Because deportation is international law. It's within the remit of international law. Every country, hani Gambia, fontol buka mol deport. Gambia famo say right soto leka mol deport. Wala na ni mo doliye kurial ke banko kan ye sentence after la sentence ni ekiti ne ke deport le. So foreign minister Jumale be folako hante be resign because they deported 100 Gambians. Al na yo moy banko Jumala. So that part I cannot put my head around it. Just because yesterday I made a program here and I said there is no agreement because common sense dictates. Wallahi, nimba Ousainou Leni agreement no sign by now. NPP banta letter of Funtindi. Aissatou Touré ya accuse na kay signature kele. Birata Switzerland. Man sekunda na ya adeo. Ye foreign minister nyininka. This current foreign minister, they are not aware of any migration asylum pact. The only person mayor for wala interior minister ko agreement no sign telling. The interior minister maybe just sign. So conflicting information from minister doka man sign, minister doka sign. So adama baro na man dia woni deportation ko wala. Muna nalte baro nyinkala. Because Alhaji Ousainou Darboe la palaso le banyato because barola appoint. So barola nyanta na la clean ayafoko nte na mansa kunda yin sign minister Jumala ya sign ayafo. Ngamaran tolbe nyanta bulo chodila ala barola. But the new opposition party will follow. Ila supporter sol kara platform auto because you want to put this other opposition leader down. Iko ha because we foreign minister la wala saying that is the polarization of our political discussion. And I think it's wrong. Akandala ko binte ndelo rajan sinya jama ngo taliben su de doku kendole ke KMC nimbe diam la janka wasu jumale la and even ba Ousainou famo ka wasu jumale la na elected officials Rohimali Loy doku kendo ko Banjul Yankuba Dabo doku kendo ko BAC chairman landin bi sana me alonko right now be Kayaf campaign la doku kendo ke LRR KMC nga fo talibyo doku kendo fondol lebu kala jo UDP ndol tonya ka fole ntenga fole ando mo jamala yaf so bi ndeden fonke la jele fengoti ni nata banta ba janko ha talib man fenke KMC. I cannot say that because that will make me a hypocrite. Ninga forek mbekela na afikoleti. Just because today na mantara party killing womanya na tina ntenga na janga foko amang doku kende ke nteta ma fa modo ta flanti sey wusel mbam farnda kela. Because until reputation, I'm not going to put that on the line. Nga fole ko nga mistake ol kele in the past. Lota jane wotumo mba fola baro isa o baro. Yes. Wotumo baro ni baro dabe dile. Nte fa kunde wa mistake ko. Nyim motol men di député wala anonymous vehicles nte se li fa defend le. And that was one of the biggest mistakes in my life. And I completely regret that. Manyana defend la. It was wrong. But hadama di woman tami mistake ola. So I am not going to do such a thing again. So, but nintema woke. Atolo memfana UDP. Albota UDP. So B nalka diamu deportation kola. Alkalka laj ustenu double scrutinize on your deportation because he is the foreign minister. That will just make you look ugly. I can't tell you B. Before all this talaketa. Wotumo KMC sobe yankol kana jane ka ha ndolni sobe yankol debate jamale ka jang iko KMC corruption obi jele bikam area council iko ha mbalitol buka collect gay fole martin nantenga talib invite jam prina clarity because nanyu opponents ol tatale ko mbalitol buka collect ila tundola iko west coast ya jele ko ha yanko ba fon amantra fenke kanji dol fo be yank yaman yanko ba daba kanji scholarship o men di students ol la fon ya criticize. Hey, Gambia opposition oluntolu we are sometimes nte bukalo nte kato because yankoba dabo be karamunto dindi wole mako ikan iko yankoba manyana okera just because you want to make UDP look good ntolu kam politics ifale perform Gambia nte akante kijo farade. If this is the way we want to shape our future, we are living a very kind of bad politics for our future generations. Nameran tolle nyanta na political space sanitizer. So ndingolu mamaringolu, they can have that your legacy soto ya continue. Nyina nyanta kela. Nimbe ngokere hani man kamben kairo be sabatilare. Barate kela no. Ndebe nyindi amo mi fon kan dale fonyo bondi. Ate kela no. Bari kukili. Nyin deportation ko alwo landi. And let's all ask Adama Barrow to come clean. Deportation of sign tell Aman sign. European will be deportation of Kelale. 2021 lay sanction or la Gambia kan. Visa sanction. Ya renew in 2025. The visa sanction is still on Gambia. Na fale no kununja nila fita Schengen visa la sign ila passport ni apply. Tili tanna ni lulu. Application o jani be file of yelela. So nimme emergency trips so they left Europe on emergency trips so. What they didn't a visa apply maybe 6 months before to be guaranteed. All is because Mamman Sekunda Sobe Olosoto. And these are failed asylum seekers. These are people undocumented migrants. Na kulonde European Union bringi mansakunda kutonata ye kolodi mansakunda lale pour ye funding ke will train, and that went through the Ministry of Trade. That wo kodo manta through foreign ministry. But yalo na politico for moneka na political manendi. You know beka diamo political space to ten. Like I said, Aissatou Touré ya accused Janeko agreement or signed le Dr. Aissatou Touré Swiss man sakone kataleta to Switzerland. But alnane yo moy platform jumale to jam. What I bet Netanun today, Dr. Aissatou Touré be UDP le about to reference lale. But because he's not in any political party. Mobokatov. Just go and research. She went to Switzerland, and there were allegations that she signed an agreement with the Swiss authorities. This is an allegation. This is who said, I will not come to Bantaba. Now for Aissatou Touré agreement or sign. Because Nyaman's signature. It's just an allegation. We have to be serious as people. Nimbanko, the direction that we are going is not going to help us. And you know one thing about us Gambians. Not everybody, but one characteristic that we have. So Modole can call from Gambia. Let me just drop. One characteristic that we have, finger pointing at others, but we don't point fingers at ourselves, towards ourselves rather. We don't point fingers towards ourselves. Self-scrutiny, moja mabukaki. No, moja mabukaki. We enjoy. Okay, this person keeps calling me, but I'm a program or I'm going reject. Maybe I will call for the third time. So, after diamo, dan na jela ñin deportation koto. Ako abe dibole kono. I feel for our brothers and sisters in Europe. Mali Alanko, they are part of this 4,000 people on the waiting list. Mali Alanko, they would have to be deported. Some action would have to be taken against them. And the Gambia government is fine. 2021, during election okanasi, barola man sekunda fiputale. Iko ite flight sol tala. But you know why they did that? Because election year. This year also, election year is coming. That's why Baro is talking about deportation. Yalan te buka me understand Gambino Lakoto. Birim Baroka election in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Mona mana Baro mo diamula nying deportation la kola. Anamana fa dala. So all of a sudden, end of 2025, 2026 is election year. All of a sudden, Baro is talking about deportation. What does that tell you? Katrefa wala kanasi. Abale nene kan ne kotengi. Ning nchahanda fasita palasoto. Alte deportation kumomo ilala kotenge. For 2031 kotenke ni wakanasi. Alamantankala wala. Ntolu be nyanda kamben na kukulin la ngaman sekunda challenge. Look at what happened in Fonyi yesterday. The Alcalo Bondi. And it has to do with what? Because ya suspect leko waka opposition wale fasa. And MPP supporters are crying foul. Control manyana ofola. Media houses all manyana report la. But munon daliloti Alcalo Bondi. And nouveau governor font un sembo soto la poka Alcalo Bondi ba. Ka Alcalo intimidate. Ki silandi. Ka fo nalma nyinke. Mbal bondi lale. Nalma attestation di mola. Mbal bondi lale. Fo ñu neka banko samba bam. Ate wok la. Bari yalo mo neketa. Ni aje ñing man sekunda ibe fit soto kan. Ibe gena hanyi kan. Ni mol kata platform or take a 1 hour use. You don't talk about Barrow. But you want to talk about another opposition party. Then Gambia, we are in for a rough ride. You use 1 hour, just like in Tebejan. I'm talking about Adama Barrow. I'm talking about the deportation. I'm trying to give Gambians information about deportational menketa, putting the pressure on Barrow administration. Because volunteer sindijam. Because Barrow is the number one problem. It can report almost all the time. But Gambians are so preoccupied with politically to make somebody look bad. Karile nyinke, karima nyinke, karima nyinke. Hey, I'm serious. All the leaders should be committed towards making this political landscape clean. And to do that, you start cleaning. Ika bale, then ko commence sa kiro na bale. Balanga dem si biti. But diamo dolbe jam, manda wo fola jam. Probably when I have opportunity to engage some of these people, then I will speak my mind on certain things like this. Because ni lafita kairola, lafita banko ita nyantala nyaming. Alinga focus. Dola banko be sora jawle. Economy fon bel dunda nyokono. Kunum fanambe prafomo dole la moikam. Late night. That was late night. Wolfanambe UDP la. ka UDP siwo kolobosi ko UDP manyana kala coalition leader. Some of them are even accusing UDP, falsely accusing UDP. Because UDP, the way we filed our petition in 2021 was improper because Ndolmanyana nyunwaru sue Adama Barrow. We should sue IEC. But they were completely ignorant. Before you open your mouth and talk on a platform, go and research. Akambala fabak. Ika molje katade am platform auto. Ika opinion for with no clue. So it only be diamo ke malango UDP, Barole Sue and IEC. But somebody went on platform, ka angele dimafo, ka fanke londi tioti, ka foko Baro is not Baro for my because IEC presided over the election. For it is all UDP loyalty. It is all yetami UDP loyalty. UDP Barole Sue and the IEC. Go and look at our the law Supreme Court petition. Go and read it. Don't be lazy. Go and research. If you don't know something, don't comment on it because you make a fool of yourself. And they are complaining because we should not lead the coalition because this so-called big party, because UDP have a big, why we should not always talk about we are big, and it makes some people annoyed. Hey, but indeed, I am throwing an open debate. But ibuka na bantabajang. Lafite nyininkala. Coalition akakenya adile. Alinkana nyinko complicating. How are coalitions formed? Because Senegal membendala, I want to ask these people this question. Senegal, did they do primaries in Senegal? Ali nyininga wala first, but ni nyinga fa wa Gambia Senegal nekun bena. If it suits them. But when it suits them, it's a Senegal task and reference. Niaje momo le salonga the person is just been disingenuous. Hey, be near non GDC le majority sort of Gambia. Nteba fala UDP and alga rally behind GDC de. But the Molkalo, Iko coalition ha Sambatanjai. Yalon told we've made it very easy for you guys. I remember UDP ngoli yamarla. In coalition diamo alinkana energy waste anymore. The position is very clear. Amanjere nimo songa. Go. These other parties, they can form their own coalition. They can. UDP fan and male left the UDP endorse la 1 or 2 groups. They can endorse us. As simple as that. Cairo is here. Atolo 6 or 7 parties. I'll tell you negotiation ale mokelinta. Atol damal se primary skin wal fangol temal temale. But the hypocrisy, wolom, ikontol we don't see Gambia first. Iko UDP doesn't see Gambia first. Nyun jitalu nyo Gambia. Nyun nyo jitale Gambia. Hey, how? Just because UDP always want to lead, UDP doesn't see the interest of the country. And you want your leader, if you are a Sobea supporter, you want SFL to lead. If you are NUP, you want my good friend Lamin J. Dabo to lead. Right? The people in UMC, they want Talib to lead. So but they wouldn't say themselves as they are bad citizens because they don't see country from. This is normal in democracy. You always want to support your leader, but that doesn't make you a bad citizen. That doesn't make that you haven't seen the country first. And this coalition issue has been going on for the past 2 years. What be the for arite league? Because I have said it here, and I'm going to repeat. UDP will not allow, based on logic of reasoning, based on data, based on what is on the ground, UDP cannot sidestep and say, okay, one of you guys lead. So you are just wasting your energy. It's not going to happen. Not in a million years. It's not going to happen. Where the question is, and they will say UDP, you always talk about your numbers, but you don't ever win elections. Okay, let me ask you a question. Which party has ever won election in Gambia on their own? I have this question, and if anybody can answer me. Even Adama Barrow hasn't won election in Gambia on his own. Adama Barrow got a coalition. NPP, Imam Karte will win on their own. The so-called victory that they had was not done through NPP alone. NCP, Imam Karte will win on their own. UDP ma win. Gambia no incumbent no like a win. Sadawda Karabajawara was sweeping the polls for 30 years. APRC Nata Yaya Jammeh on his own was winning until we had a coalition. But coalition has to be formed on reality. Coalition cannot be formed on fiction or on imaginary thoughts or something that you think you want to exclude somebody. You want to have an exclusion strategy, because this is just exclusion strategy meted out on UDP. The exclusion strategy is UDP's candidate is not a winnable candidate. So let's put him aside. It's an exclusion strategy. But is that fair? It's not fair. Me, you know what? I'm into politics to do politics in the fairest way. I am not here just because I'm a UDP member. That's why I'm saying this. I have said this all the time. The natural leader of the coalition is United Democratic Party. If you see Gambia, you will join behind United Democratic Party. And that's why Senegalese opposition, when they realized that PASTEF got the momentum, they didn't call for primaries. Or do you think a fairness process than Senegalese? Because Senegalese saw a little waste of time, because they knew that at the moment, look, why they didn't endorse PASTEF in 2014? Hey, the Senegalese opposition endorsed PASTEF in 2014 because then they knew that PASTEF amuton dole, PASTEF amuton the momentum. Ousmane Sonko, PASTEF went alone and they lost to Macky Sall, 2014. But in last election, Biriajeko, Senegalese, you align themselves with Macky Sall, with Ousmane Sonko. They say, Limon, amut waste of time. You live in Chicago, President Diomaye Faye. And that's why President Diomaye Faye got elected. Why can't the same thing happen in Gambia? Because right now, all these oppositions, and I will repeat, this is why they cannot even contest in Kiankayaf. This is why they cannot even put up a candidate in Fonyi. And this is really what baffles me. You want to have the presidential flag bearer, but you don't have the courage to put up a candidate in a simple by-election for councillor. Are you having a laugh? You should not even, your warlo lal sa gemi bi warta wax affaire flag bearer bi sa. Not Alliance. Iman Soje register. They are doing as independent. The IEC said we cannot recognize you. We recognize the Fabakary Tombong Jatta. But that notwithstanding, last National Assembly, they put up candidates, but they are not registered. And they won in Fonyi. Fabakary Tombong Jatta camp also, they won in KMC, they won certain seats. Because to be a serious politician, you cannot only be eyeing for presidency. Look, I'm not trying to belittle anybody, but dega nak fon ko wako. Dega nak fon you wax dega bi. Te dega mom kanila. Truth is bitter pill. Wallahi, so UDP nekon in this position. The other one, UDP, we need to be more serious than this. Ñun duñu le taxaw ci out place yu ndaw yi. Ñun place bu mag rek la ñu out. Kuy out place bu mag rek te yow da nga xet place bu ndaw o ndax da nga buga, and the fear factor is suma contesté dama daanu kon lu ngay amul de. lu nekk démba wana ko fii lu nekk ndanka la gis nga UDP. Yes, UDP had the luck because the time Yaya Jammeh banned all these political parties, ñu nekkoon PPP, NCP, GPP ñoom ñëpp ñoo ànd UDP nekka loolu tax UDP jóg ak doole waaye loolu it was a situational thing. Situation moo war loolu. So UDP contested in 96. Yaya Jammeh gagné 35 point pass. But after our percentages start dwindling, going down. You know what caused that? Apart from Sachabi, because Gambians in Njega were discouraged. There was a time Yaya Jammeh got 70-something% of the votes. I don't know which year was that. 71%. Then an election. Because people got discouraged. Gambian, if they got discouraged in politics. Lolota Demba, I was saying, let us be serious because Yala Teres Subaro Ganye 2026. Anybody can connect a feed disturbs about why in 2031, deny left me, deny left me, they don't waste time, they don't waste energy. Number one, support with diaspora BFI is going to go to zero. Diaspora, you bari you work diaspora, then Shona. Then you have to put us in Sohla. It's 2011, yes, you're right. 2011, Yaya Jammeh got 71% of the votes because Niti no discourage on. Yaya Jammeh gonna embolden popam. Voter apathy am. Gambia def dega will discourage mu ne man legi duma sani carte sa nte batara carte fa wala le wati te ku kilingolon Gambia no ka tere discourage la. So more man in 2026 election ota seriously nga Yaya Jammeh nga Adama Barrow bondi ñu nga wa fatije ite ko ke fongole ne nga fo jane kunu mbari fit le ke fongole ne 2031 be kala na sangoleti ite yimam political long ike fongole ne because nim Barrow tamita in 2026 la he will be unstoppable in 2031. Mark it at the bank. Anybody who is trying to invest, you are just investing your money in a futile venture. So the best way to build your political career is to come together 2026 na Barrow bondi. Ni Alaji Usenu Dabo Ganyeta, for example. 5 years, I go one time about Lekela. Within that 5 years, then Atol Finance are scrutinized. And he will be heavily scrutinized because I made a bangonyi nilal. Kebade ameda bangonyi nila la banyi la sal ngala fete o damo jibe. Then New Gambian all happy by the 2031. Any other opposition can have an opportunity. I'm trying to put common sense here. This is more logical. Then I don't pare woni anata la security sector reform ke anata la hanisa en maninke manu boto hansa nga example lodi. Then atolu mu kuto sinano I gagné. And that can even try a Gambia democratic space open to change. Say Gambia no fanaka falindolo kale to the ballot box. But in Tolbe Sirinjam, we are trying to reinvent the wheel. Couldn't menu la platform or lamoikan. Because dega Gambia have a problem. Mama political party Jumalonde. Bari ini sobe ankole mulunda. Analyst will be kekanji kafo ha UDP left afang kala nyato ko ti coalition to womanya na kala UDP sambatan jaita janale kam fa dega anu mene kante jahali wala na ngavo na UDP ko le na sabari sa ni platform will be ika UDP like a topic oti they have been watching from far. So you go maybe because UDP is in that position. Thank you Ensa ABCC. But ye molde platform o hani ko be Gambia ko kachala it's not about UDP like because UDP man na coalition leader. But I told we have made life easy for you. Since you don't want us to lead, I told for that mate kafola nyokamba ngen manko ngen am set own coalition. And you encourage your members to vote for that coalition so that UDP, our supporters vote for a candidate, Barrow, we can still defeat him in a 3-horse race. We can still defeat Barrow in a 3-horse race because it means that Legi coalition monota because guy then FIPU. Is it FIPU? Is that the word in Wolof? FIPU ne UDP. You nangu UDP lead coalition. Ñi ko bëgg kayra jëlé ni nga ñu moy fo nga jaaxalé atol na yaaje banku jumale to kafu ndingo kafu ba lead in a coalition. And I encourage you guys to call me here. Let's have a debate. Malaf UDP ngol dama ko call ke jang. I'll call ke let's have a debate. let's have a debate around this. Primaries ilafatan sambala daming mbam farti taji. Primaries. UDP ta primaries. Because nida da primaries ilafatan nyo nyame ngole kalaji. Ida male nyo la nyo kan. Ye la nyo kan ye ida male nyo support. Anu nimbita primaries pananda. UDP will have 300 delegates. Atole momo atole nyimpati ndingolu. Atole momo 20 delegates samlo 30 delegates. Ngala ya alte sonna. Yes, now listen, the UDP that brings 300 delegates. Atolo party ndingol momo because lafeta mengal hanal yalla number at a number sila. Yalo nyo nyame ngole be nyin kuoto. Ndol fatang ndol banke toilet alten ndol nyame nale. Now look at delegate system. We are going to work out the delegates formula so that yalla number be add at the UDP la number sila. Yalla alte sonna wala. Yen tamit do len nangu lolu. Because ñun duñu nangu yen ku nekk ngeen in 100 delegates UDP in 100 delegates yen ngeen manko ngeen daanu UDP candidate lolu mo fi nekk mfutata o tembole ton dol fana our brains work because we are not fana meta political kono ngalo ne ko that's the strategy that you want to deploy aliya for wow democracy la ki mo am majority but how is that equitable? Where is the parity in that? How can you have, let's say, I don't know party jumaletala because malavila supporters only come from Gama. Okay, let's say party X with no elected councillor or MP or National Assembly member. Even justification on Mari has got support across the country. Even justification on that person, I nyantaka 100 delegates samana. Can anybody convince me? It's not there. Today, if Mama Kande comes and say, okay, I should have a lot of delegates, Mama Kande has a proven record ko I deputy also. Even though Afana Namanang mayor palace also chairmanship, but I council also I deputy also. One can understand. But these other political parties that doesn't have any track record in terms of elected official, what justification would they do? Would they come to the table to tell me that they should get 100 delegates? Can somebody help me? Ndela fida nying discussion si fal mbeka ko le kana platform. Ya jandebe nying kata men ke kam banta bateng. This is what I expect UMC to do on their platform. This is what I expect Sobaya to do on their platform. Yalon tebe jande mantara mola leader takan ka nondi. No. Nimbe kanyinge dorong na political landscape abe Senegalale. And we can have debate. In fact, ntolbe nentaka free kananyola platform also. Can you engage on idea? Then Buffalo Gambia is becoming a progressive country. Gambia is becoming a kachame alonga machota. Ibaje la banko dingol nyabu bolam fele Buffalo. Hey, kare hayna na jate benyin party X le. Bara hayna na ni se hu se libe discuss kam. Ndefananse bono jang ngata party X la platform auto ni debate on idea. Then mulba ko Gambia is progressing. But being in the lot jang. For example, ndese hu se limel lota jang kunu na kuma kendo be fo KMC la meoma be na be UDP nka foko mo kendo lo ma do ku kendo le ke UDP but it be because in indolmenta ku kele ntenga na lo jang ko KMC fon corruption jamala be je KMC kare hey ye mo ya ko te ku ka tama fo nyantante la moy dal ko tenke ba wala nanko ñunu men ka foko deportation ko yes ima foko Mr. Double deportation or sign but being there for like tuloya mo la platform auto they are trying to attach this deportation to Mr. Double Kafo. Yes, he was the foreign minister, but I'm not resigned. So what are you trying to do? You are trying to implicate Mr. Dabo in this deportation agreement, and that's grossly wrong. Woman, nice. It should stop. And when I was listening, I thought somebody in the panel would have said, no, gentlemen, let's not go that lane. Alinga tonya sabatin na banko kang. Nim banko ngama Gambian la ni momo diam tere tonya idaka follow wala to follow. Because Gambian momo diam ta volon tonya folati. Isa Gambian wala kafo ha alinga tonya fo. But what tonya? Andum B Need a party dollar militants will criticize can ko wol kan nendi role ko wol ka ketene tek. I think you should do self-check first. ndela kafo kono fomma mol soto men fala nyinji ko soto ba ngamere nyanti mira la wolto follow la wala kana kumayata so nitela kafo kono ba hani mo clean soto men ka okay then you can have the latitude ishina yafo kafo kar but ite ko you want to criticize the other group wala nanko Gambian we don't do self scrutiny wala nante ka loja nkan na UDP people will criticize yes but ninte na raja nkonka UDP people blame akamta ni salary increment o men kata national assembly ibe UDP people bonila no je nyaade nyin clothing allowance me ya dila nyin moto me ya say ibe UDP people bonila no je nyaade ibelom banin lota jang ko ha NPP la people da malom tenin dollar UDP people kle wotonte be kala nafi college well in Gambia I always say we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. Ndeka gamero nyamin amanke mo beti de bari mel kanyin kuswake this idea that Ndela Nyarongo is the alpha is the saint and the saint and the saint this other person is good, it's not going to work. Afoko nde I believe in my leader. Ngaji go so na leader will be the best candidate. Mo be nyanto so ko. Nde data nyine la ko nae Gambia mara Gambia bita nyato. Wo mina nyanto leti. But the politics of trying to put somebody down, to put this up, moya dati dorong abukata. Ni sobe yankoli yake janne, because yole dati no, sayanga joko ya talale, bake, but Britol fana wolita mfana itole nyatile UDP la. Alga tuwa nyafo, wala na bring assets ko na tajan, they want to attach it to UDP. Fengo fe UDP, ni dunta nyola janne TikTok auto. Ngo ni na tela agenda wafi but kanata ikaka nyin donne ta ika put down, it's not going to work. Nde nyin diamu dolo, I'm not going to get involved in anything. The policy issue, this reason why I'm making this deportation issue and topic, because deportation is a policy matter, it's a government instrument. It's between two governments. These mundane issues, mundane level discussion, say we said, I will never go there. Manjutu molade. I will never go to this mundane characterization or whatever. I will never go to that. But anything me alonko, mansakunda sambanyalom, mansakunda la saratolom, sambol nyanta kela nyaming, wo mbenda dundi la jeli. And we need more after can challenge for let's have a debate, healthy debate on any platform. Ndebe nyini ngala manela. Deportation of man sign, even signature. Hold your breath. Hold on to your horses. In as much as you're agitated about it, wait for clear-cut evidence. Ning barola mansa kundale funtita B. A statement of Safeko, Alaji Usenu Dabole new deportation sound. Then the order will be on the UDP leader to clear his name. Not even us, the supporters. Ndoltede. Nim barola mansa kuna about a statement. Wala tina bring Alaji Usenu Dabole a statement ko baroye mola korla. Chief Justice la Korlani, I will ta. We came out and challenged Barrow. Hanisa wokuo mobuka for Gambians don't care. Saying Barrow is having a free pass. Jumalaka diamo Korla kuola. Madam Sane Malum for Anyana Talanyanta Nala Janga diamoni IEC la kuola. There is a lot of disparity. IEC phone. Niajibe 2016. 800 and something thousand registered voters, but in 2016, by Jame Boindela, that increased to where 960 something thousand, I think, almost 1 million within this short space of time. So, love it and yinela, but abe kolea le bage. Deka nyindiamo memfongo jawata stop la. In fact, tomando nyindiamo ba gana wajabindela because maybe tomorrow they will respond to me. I don't mind anybody to respond to me, as long as we do it in a responsible way. Because politics is about debates. Politics, but it should be debates on what? Ideas. mira nyalu wala ka banko yirwale tubabolo ni mira woto mo. Just look at United States. Yenyi nyapin ka ngomenke Venezuela la kasembo jaay kan kata wandi president ta ka arrest ka samba America iko dañoo jaay doole because womu ye international law break America la president luwale tinya mo data folat ñun tubab du bankol bebe silaring America la because ma hani ñi Ukraine kelo lafta America ye mak bebe munungu kan duma baraman die ya lonne ko America sembe wa fole kede kata ka mo la bari manana mengi topiko sama kanjam ali arrivé mal 1990 lomba ya kele ko denka Panama la president Noriega kata wo nyapi wo kan ko sama America, but it took them 3 days yani be mutala. This time this one was done in 24 hours. Melex ye nyina president mata ya dundi plenola Venezuela gol jan wolbe ku kala mda wata America no li la president bitaka technology le sembo warta because dunia tubabolo I wants kanne because wotumo ayeta tili saballa jani be president mutala because wotumo technology ma advance but America la military la knowledge ye akada inside job leti amanke ko da male nyinkere ye nyula security network la penetrate everything ye model ta ye all sanje everything so they make the job very easy because America la military firepower ite warning you know ta compare la no okay apply ko 1989 non okay very close to 1990 but Norwega tilisaba jani ba mutala but this time is cool so ibe yiriwa kanne bankol bitaka nyato the only country that is retrogressing wala Gambia in many ways tubabol ni wakan mira nyalle ka miro le ka banko yirwandi you know bemu innovation already ideal ila military ka tama nyame hani footballo dol ka men jibe automated offside rule muna wosoto la no 1990 World Cup sa fele ni World Cup men kana America they want to bring equip footballer la body size le tala ko fam du ñu automated offside kono footballer be netala yes scan pour que ñi offside rule ka improve kunu mbala moy ka ko tubabul bi taka ñaato rek baren tolu we want to be what fixated on politics of what me along atin nafala bi ninka ideal kacha ensa ABC say na jam mo doy bona another political party na ideal ta ntel bakalaten atol bakalaten ñu be banko nafala but the deportation of Mealongo is still happening. Nko 2025 dama 8 flights le bota Munich. Nde boga fo munchin de. Jamano le ga fo munchin. Jamano munchin. It's not munchin, it's Munich. Al Caspian nyame. Yet it also even ngabe it all W they use for bilon for vilon bank. Yalong ñim bayen badin Butenberg yalla ka Butenberg from spell ñaadile badin BADN Butenberg iko wokake W leti WU but it afule Butenberg how does that make sense what sort of pronunciation is that so it's Munich it's not Munchen albukala sate wol from pronounce cool so Bayern Munich Munich flight jelle botaji jamaba Frankfurt Dabukov Swiss all Faransa wali startly 2025 alone 2025 flight say wala lanta Gambia bari wala na wolum bringa baroja e microphone muta mamuda ka siso konkon ka fo Gambino le ko ha nde nga deportation stop akal nenele ala fo baro ko se husen li ko flight stay wala lanta Gambia 2025 damma jamani banko damma amange Switzerland dati je nyim banko dol dati je de barbaro bo fo lalien so la nyim deportation amna lu bari lu ci lendem ci affaire deportation bi mana me programme stop la damen tuluku sa ka fole ba fate nañ ko noto tatam fa lañ tolu Until opposition right now, until we should all be preoccupied. Okay? Bayern Munchen. Apply Bayern Munich club. Cannot for the Munchen. So, ñin dipot ñin noto tatam duma la kafo noto tatam say men min tole men mun tembele to say muka ko momoy ko tegi an wala na system may camera wol dol ba fa la ha barote lola baro fonte lola next election barobe modole londi kanjang barobe fenkele londi la janko wadabo hey momal la fi lo manta diare moy men tamira adama barola ha barola be la fi lola mo beti nde diamo dolo bi je ike fonyo du man tiro fola jang because I don't want to help Barrow. I don't want to help MPP. Okay? But one advice that I will give to the opposition, I will keep saying here, nte yamaro benka mena yamaro ta salam mema lafika ta salam because jammo mum fansun ke baleti. Ninga lom barobe kurial men plan kam. We will energize, we will redirect our energies to try no dimbalfa. Ngalo neko UDP is doing a lot. Ndewo strategy sol fanam fola jang. UDP fana is getting ready. Menkata na 2021. But we need concerted effort of all the opposition leaders. Ale Mama Kandemo Ilabafo this 250,000. But he didn't go into the details. Mama Kande knows what he's talking about. And IEC knows what Mama Kande is talking about. Mama Kande is just talking. He hasn't bring evidence on that. All right. So ngala Madam Sane Natale, good timing. Maybe Alafre Diabla IEC la kola ba mbeto la kumu fokanjam.
Yeah. Sorry, then later demanding because I'm trying to be janale.
Oh, I don't platform also. Okay.
Yeah. It's okay, but I've asked all of them to come here. And you'll have any questions for like discuss Nyola.
Oh no, that's fine.
But on the Gambia, we have to be together to be able to conquer IEC. We have to work collectively. UDP, yes, we can, but through a concerted effort to know how to win the situation.
Yeah.
We have to really work as a team.
Yeah.
Election day, IEC Wali. I think that's what we have to go.
Yeah.
We have to do. Yeah.
So, Madam, about this. What do you have to talk about this registration?
Every day, like I said, interest passes on IEC, especially in the presidential election. And every time and I want Gambians.
Oh, dole apply ite mute la apply.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm a football dibola. And Gambian solo fan in basically ngake an effort to ensure Gambe IEC la ko lon na nyadi. Because small be alone nako. In 2016, now 1,422 polling stations. In 2021, Tata increased by 132 to 133 polling stations, more polling stations. So we had 1,554. And secondly, IEC until to date, IEC the results in Dulatu. In my report, in my submit, even EU election what teams or Commonwealth they didn't see it published. And usually need to go election or Italy win election results. Of course, and damning the extraction is the polls. Submit in their feedback as well. Until the night before the elections, IEC chase can the purka foyoko. It will observe also bit a police station will win to list of an amount footy.
Yeah.
Until the night before.
Yeah.
So we are going to Tandiko, they were hiding things or something that they didn't want the public to actually have access to. But alhamdulillah, well, the report told the some of them Banta, as you know, some of them are sponsored. They've got to report back and say what they know and what they've seen in the elections.
Yeah.
Well, from the feedback in Atai Tandiko, a polling numbers all amount will mean delay for they are summarized in their own feedback report, and that's where they stated new polling station or Natanyadi. So what I did in the past 1 week to yesterday, the increments in the 2016 election and 2021, the variations we had in the individual 53 polling stations, 53 constituencies. Now was submit. And what was so concerning is that the numbers just keep increasing. From Brikama, numbers so lafatale there was
because Brikama is a strategic area, isn't it?
In Brikama. Karawan, there was 7,000 more people, 7,545 more people. In Mansakonko, we had 5,258 more people. In Janjambure, we had 2,931 more people. In Basse, we had 3,025 more people. These numbers, Abisatu, I think,
Abisatu is a mute no bang. Maybe I tell him fanga seleta mbali ngajindi.
Oh yeah, mute.
Mbali nga mute. Namang yeah, mute. Yeah.
So near Korosi, and again, you know, we had a census report, a mean finance submit to World Bank.
Yeah.
So I got that printed as well. Compared in terms of the numbers. Because, for instance, where I started off was Banjul. Banjul is very concerning in terms of Dombani. Nitolko Banjul, to la total census, Hadamadimul Minbe living in Banjul, it got 26,461 more. Whatever Banjul Central, Banjul South, Banjul North. And then 2016, result zoning, we had 22,731. And in fact, I
saw it on my phone. Yeah.
You looked at it. So in 2021, one number, they said people did not actually register. From what they said, the numbers reduced by 1,359. But Banjul South, Sehu. Banjul South, 6,258 more were registered in 2016. In 2021, they said that got reduced by 10 people. So you're wondering, what numbers will adopt a Nyadi? Because imagine in 2016, we would have had young generation, me along, they were 13-year-old, they would have been 14-year-olds, would have been 15-year-olds, 16, 17, will be in Nantakajuka Kato fight in 2021.
Yeah.
So how come 2021 will not number Talata by 10 votes, 10 people, basically. You look at Banjul Central, what from a year round up, what from you can't understand whether these numbers are made up.
Hold on, Madam Sane. Damfa no basically no nyani when there is no space.
No, what happened? Damfa no was on my platform. I'll have that question on Yininkala.
Yeah, I'll selendi when there is space. I'll selendi.
Yeah. So there is one space that just came.
Yes, sir. Just now I am getting certain platform. Yo, I'm not a question. So I'm gonna egg my lagla. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm a large question. I love the Yininkala. The Malam Nani man candidate Londi Kian Kayaf and Foni. Salam. Yes, I'm a question. I'm not like so. I'm a jotting X. I'm not a question. Yeah, go ahead, Madam Sane.
All right. So in relation to Banjul Central, in 2016 they registered 9,371, and in 2021 the number is exactly 1,000 less. Exact number, round up figure by 1,000 less people. And when we said that there were 26,000 people that were in Banjul as the population census report, I mean it and the what. So for me, these were very condemning. They were numbers that doesn't seem to add up.
Yeah.
In a kind of thing for now, iko woto mol bukalafa in Kanifing wo kanyamira iko bakau 3,279 more wale man kacho fight wale man register in Bakau. Josuang 4,907 in Serakunda West 2,115. But Latrikunda Sabigi, they had more people, 2,881 more people were registered in Latrikunda Sabigi.
Yeah.
But coming to Birkama, Foni Jaroy, Foni Belfed, Foni Bintang, Foni Bondali, Foni Kansala, Foni East, Foni South, Birkama North, Birkama South, Sani Mentoring, were number sold taka increase at for 78,336. And remember, you said it will go in Birkama na population or Yemin Fuji, 1,151,000 will be residing in Birkama. The population census is 2,400,000. So it will go half of
the population of the West Coast. Yeah.
All live in West Coast.
Yeah.
Only West Coast bo nyama woto West Coast more better la hani tata code hadi be dol kono better la more.
It doesn't add up.
It doesn't add up.
No,
how can we have 1,151,128 people living in West Coast and West Coast became because bedol kono mokalo nyokan like China.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, I know.
So imagine the control registration or still they said there is 78,000 more people.
No, we have to a lot of Madam San, we have to do a lot of house cleaning.
A lot of especially when you go to registration.
Na kaitol phone, na passport, na national identity card. All this needs to be screened. I beg the screen nale, Madam Sani. Yeah.
We have to literally absolutely erase everything and get.
But that's what Senegal started. Senegal is even going through cleaning most of those things.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
They did. So saying another polling station also, that was my new one I took today. And the polling station numbers also were very, very worrisome. The fact of the matter is, like I said, in 2016, in a coalition, we had 1,422 people. And remember, bring a new registration, only 78,000 more people will later na number na electoral register. Because Jamela time, the electoral register was 886,578. When 2021 registration it was increased to 962,157, which means 75,579 more people
got added. Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you will like it. Now, tell me, with 1,422 polling stations, you got an increment of 75,000 more people. Does it warrant the idea of adding 132 to 33 polling stations? For me, I don't see.
And some of them were just secret polling stations.
And people don't
undisclosed polling stations.
Until now, they are not published. Until now, we don't know the details of those polling stations.
Yeah.
Until now.
But this is why in Malafi UDP like case, they threw the case, they struck the case on a technicality because Barrow was not informed.
Presumably, that would one who concluded that way. And secondly, Fanamina to Fanan Koros. Now, why the problem, Bedami? It is with 76,000 extra people. It is with extra polling station on Minifanandi. Observer Solo, Election Watch, and in the international community, especially EU Mission. In Ata realized that on election day, it's an adult paid number dealer Gayola, so that it's a tie read. It's our long call. This is not anything that we made up. It is evidence that is there, and I would want Gambians right now, put a time to election what la report me ya read because there's a lot that is there. Pour more jamasa understand ko. These are information we should know ahead of our elections. Yeah, understand. So the first one, which is this report, is Election Watch for immediate release 2021 presidential elections. Preliminary statement, 5th December 2021, is online, by the way, and it's about 6 pages. 6 pages. I would suggest that they go and have a look at it. There's a lot that has been said about the election and how it's transpired. What coming kaitandiko sometimes for the polling agent solo, ibuka mabulo ning count, ibuka lon jelebije. In terms of the tax, ibuka ascertain, can verify whether yim tago mim foil a record or bala walebe polling box or yimbala. And also polling station or on the very day when elections were being called, IEC failed to publish the election results. Even the polling ones were not registered, published. So until Natalie Nina complain, we were relying on what we were given, but them as an institution and a statutory body, they are obligated to publish these information as per the election decree 1996 part 19 in Mansonaka published. And in fact, what I mean for is something that they don't even need to have a timeline. It's published throughout for many months. I tell again, Molbe Ajako, information or Lesotho on the ground and in each of the polling stations at the market. Okay? So coming to that, Nina Korosi, what had been the problem is that bring a polling number so Fanang act together. Now polling station for Banjul South. The physical polling station near County, like Mohammedan Primary School, Banjul South, St. Augustine's Junior Secondary School, Methodist Primary School, Banjul Mini Stadium, Lesowaf Bucket, Wesley Primary School. Those were 6 in Banjul South. Yeah. Banjul Central, we got Wesley McDonald Street, you got Odeon Cinema, you got Bethel Church, you got Sam Jack Terrace, Banjul City Council, 22nd July, that gives you another 6. Now, Kampama Primary School, Gambia Senior Secondary School, William Banjul not today. Police Barracks, Crab Island, and St. Joseph Senior Secondary School gives another 5. If you add all of those, it gives you a total of 17 polling stations. Now, I want to ask the viewers to tell us how many polling stations they believe were recorded by the IEC. And those were the polling station amounts they have given to our election watch teams under the international community that came as long-term observers, civil society organizations.
The EU, even the EU formula observers, they noticed some of these ghost polling stations existed during the election.
So now let's give them the opportunity for our viewers to tell us what their numbers they anticipate would have been registered as polling stations for Banjul.
Okay, thank you, Madam Sani. We give the listeners, you can put it in the comment section and then we go back to Madam to confirm who got it right. Sort of a little quiz on Bantaba. Yeah, but it's interesting analysis. Yeah, so very boring. Yeah. So we know, but they are very important for us to go through this interesting analysis. Quite intriguing for a lot of us.
It is sad that
somebody said 42. Is that right? Somebody just said
no.
Okay, that's right. That's wrong. Okay, no. Let's go to the other callers. Dogo 185.
No, that's way too much.
50 polling station. Dogo 150. 36.
No.
Okay.
Actually, they added 19 more polling stations, which made it 36 polling stations.
Somebody got it right. I got 36.
So they got 36. That's right, Jadama. So they added. So they made it 36 polling stations. 19 added.
Yeah.
The total number we had for those registered in the Gambia in Banjul South, Banjul Central, Banjul North were 21,372. And if you were to divide that into 36 polling stations, every polling station 539 every day. And you're wondering what's the point of having, in fact, 2 agents in a polling station? Because sometimes you slip it. If you could website open, but in a polling station or time. So I was able to retrieve that. And the thing about it is some of them had almost 2,000 people registered in one particular polling station. So how come they want to tell Gambians that 36 polling station was required for 21,372 people?
No, that doesn't make sense.
That is way too high. Yeah. So God knows in 19 polling station or where they were, Yelondi Muntole.
Yeah.
I don't find remember sometimes in one polling station they can create something called a stream.
Yeah, stream.
So one polling station can have a cluster stream.
Yeah.
Which again, one of the feedback I read, after election will close at 5, they continued. What election will continue until 10 p.m. at night.
Yeah. So
it's a sad one. Now,
ninga molu moy trying to rubbish UDP landing assertion that election will rig talent. We are not a serious nation.
The numbers don't add up. They don't add up.
Yeah.
And again, remember we did that analysis. That wasn't part of this one where we were telling people, Kabrim Barrow winter, what was his number? Parliamentarian nata, a number dropped, and then mayoral elections nata, even for the numbers. And then we had a discrepancy of 503,000 people, Milia Lonko, but they were in 2021. So you're wondering where did they go? 500,000. And now we're hearing Fenkeba on the GDC la leader Mama Kande talking about 250,000 votes that could be somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. So
Abaraka, thank you.
I want to do one thing. Can you think in Birkama? After all the option or dealer, Gambia no, so that they know, because there's a lot of it. But in terms of canifing, your numbers will increase as well. But the total polling station physically, meaning long after in canifing, were 98.
Wow.
So canifing in relation to Latrikunda Sabeji, Talinding Kunjang, Bundunko Kunda, Serekunda West, Josuang Bakau, Sana Mentoring. And then sorry, not that's Birkama. So Kanifing Danta Bakaule. So in total, Bakaula number was 98. Let's give them another opportunity to tell us how much did they believe by the numbers of Kanifing when the numbers were given to election watch.
Okay.
Another quiz.
Let's wait. You guys can put your numbers. Quickly before the guys confirm that number. Abla, you are on there on Lamin Gagu, my camera and team. You guys want to say something?
Someone is around, but not the actual figure.
Somebody said 174.
It's way high.
Yeah.
You're wrong. Sorry, it's not 174. 400, no. The actual numbers increased by, it took to 276. So 98 polling stations is what we have, actual polling stations that are registered from 2016, the Ayadembele time, but Birimbaro Nata, I increased to 276 polling stations, which meant that there were extra 198 polling stations, Minu, Ikowale creator in Kanifing. Now, the bigger disaster, the bigger problem was Birkama. Birkama, your number, I want to tell you in total, because Birkama was astounding. The number for Birkama, the total polling station was 179. Birkama, Foni Berefet, Foni Jaro, Foni Bondali, Foni Kansala, Foni Bintang, Combo East, Combo South, Birkama North, Birkama South, Busumbala. All you know, and in San Mentoring, it gives you total polling station of 98. Now, can someone guess the number this time, Brad? Maybe someone will get it.
Okay, guys, you go have your thing. And then we have we're quite interesting. But this is something that we have to keep eye on. Somebody said 100.
Nope.
207. Apply for 350.
Nope.
Okay.
533.
Wow.
Polling stations.
533. Don't ask of a sign.
533.
At your party got it right.
533 polling stations got added in Birkama. And what is so funny, worrisome, is that 354 extra polling stations were created for Birkama. And the numbers that we had in terms of Birkama, the amount of people that registered in Birkama, for IEC to be able to say, 359,451 in the 2021 presidential elections. And that was an increase from the 2016 election to 78,336 more. But what be in Atasa 533 polling stations. But the actual polling stations in 2016 was only 90, only about how much? 179. So that means it only 354 more polling stations they were like.
Quite interesting. That is what an increment in that. That's quite a big increase, isn't it? It's like,
and not only that, in a census, they said Birkama 1,151,128 lived in Birkama. So new numbers only ibuka alano together.
No, you cannot come to terms with these numbers because
you can.
It's
during chairmanship election or not. It will we have 359,451. But during election or not 77,000. Thank you, chairman. So where are the remaining 280 something thousand?
They will tell you that's voter apathy or they didn't show up.
281,000.
Yeah, it's bizarre. Absolutely bizarre.
It's a lot. So one love the world natural no Gambian or the police understand IEC is not something that we should.
No, IEC is a problem.
We should be very, very vigilant and careful. New polling station should be all of our responsibility. Well, I've Naki and Kayaf boys, especially Suleiman. I actually spoke to a polling agent Dobi de Neo Diamota Diamota because it's all of our duties can make sure they pay particular attention to the electoral register. It's for Kiang Kayaf.
Yeah.
And maybe what analysis from I can tell you Natara na Mulbe Kasofai. It is likely going to be on the UDP side because the polling station Sabolu are basically not strongholds at the wall number than the other three polling station also. So hopefully they'll keep an eye and
thank you Ali ML about information on Diganko. Actually internally they have their own issues, NPP. Reportedly, their candidate selection on Ahmed and Malwan campaign. So it's looking good for us. If things turn our favor, it's going to be moral boost to UDP. Masemba win, Kayaf win, and then if they lose in Fonyi, that's going to deflate NPP.
No, Fonyi because they've accepted the fact that Alcalo means whether it is lawful or unlawful, I think is something that we should research. Again, because Hanibe Mosakla from opposition, you need to notify them. You need to ensure what is the problem? Is there been a gross misconduct or whatever? Sack. And secondly, whether the governor has that power to be able
exactly to that was the question I asked. I don't know
because an Alcalo there are three different positions. Alcalo, the position could be hereditary, it could be from the elders or the citizens, the constituents, it could be also an appointment from the president. So in position of me
caller, hold on, if you don't mind.
For that Alcalo side, Minister call the Minister Fonka Atema Kalam.
I Minister Jumale call.
Minister of local
government and
Ahmad Ba.
So I come minister because of Wale Sembo sort of Purka Alcalo the law.
Yeah.
So Cabra Minister for the Minister Amakalam, and secondly Alcalo Paremal later Diala. Commander Regiala Stampota, Usman Bojan Leo.
But Ikoya Murundle, somebody just said Kodi Alcalo has been reinstated. Says Iko Almamo Jiba, Honorable Mamo Jiba Laya Foko, Alcalo.
Fantastic. That is good.
Somebody just commented. So this is the people's power. You understand? Once people know their rights, Moniela Sembolong, we put the government in their place. They should not go beyond their stipulated, constitutionally provided powers. They should not go beyond that. Yeah. Thank you for that clarification.
Thank you so much, and I'll be here to give me questions.
Abaraka, let's go to the callers. Ablai, you have the floor, and Lamin Gago, and then Keome Mediankam, but is the name Mariama on your profile, is it?
And no, Barin Kedoni Malam Fajita, the one that wanted to ask a question. Mamo something.
Okay, Buba, yeah, okay. Maje Jande, Ngabirana Celebra is gone.
I think it's Almami or Almamo, yeah.
Yeah, Ngaje, more of 3, take on IEC invite. IEC will never come to Bantaba.
So you can try. They really like you. And they respect your judgments. I think you need to invite you, call or send an email. They might come.
How do you know they like me?
No, listen. From what I'm hearing across, people say you speak your mind. You are not biased.
Yeah.
You talk in a way that you believe is the truth.
Yeah.
And of course you're
not. Chairman or the former chair. Not invited, but this Joe Colley, I will try to reach out to him, and then we can bring him here. Then you can also join me, and then we can have a debate.
I will be delighted to have.
I will try to reach out to him, because some of them said, I don't want to go to these political platforms or whatever. I want to go to an independent platform. You call it for bar. Yeah. Since they came here before, the former IC chairman, then I invited another Bantaba, but I don't know whether Joe Colley would. Yeah, but what more for an new split man can in Barotema. What about another side Malam Fabin? But we can try. We should try.
And not only that, even the international community, meaning Alonko, the Kabrin election of Banta, immediately the recommendations was can make so called IAC, your new data poll sold ya populist moli yaje. You follow ya form for imuto koteke nata recommendation of Falanke koteke in their feedback report. But about action. And we should ask them why.
Yeah.
Because these people, in fact, UNDP gave them literally $2.4 million for the elections.
Yeah, it's
so
scary.
If they are putting their recommendations to you and telling you, why don't they? They have to. They have to, because to be honest with you, Gambia and especially in the IEC, we don't have money.
Yeah.
We rely on donor agencies to support our voting situation.
Yeah. Okay, thank you, Madam Sani. Abla, you have the floor. Abaraka. Abla, yamra omanda football jibela. Okay, ni Abla mandiam. Yeah, let's go to El Gago. El Gago.
Mr. Abaraka Bande ni chane ni another lungolu ni IEC ko la wala kan tela spirit bela fata. No, Mr. Seko, definitely I need the responsibility.
No problem.
Yeah, because ika mira nyawa hakilo buka understand no. Mtemalo Gambia no lumuna mola problem oti je mol korta pour katiling. Moli bam pour katiling katonya samatendi. No ajakalo wata banka.
Asilanya warata le.
Ajakale nak.
Wala na El Gago nkafontolo we should be paying to the issue of IC2. We should pay closer attention to them, because na doku kendo be itolesa manindinambulu wala kadambulu 2021 and saying kame more of they are trying to put a narrative kavugo UDP is always complaining about rigging. They are trying to can you go trivialize ko rigging kakele Gambia.
Momo ko 1996 was rigged. I can assure that people.
Yeah. Akakele election regle. Mama Kande will not just go to the podium. Came running number just from top of his head just because he just want to put the government in a bad light.
But if you remember, Ibrahim sila found in a local new platform to Kafa Fangada. Until me win the West Coast because in Allen and Gadoko Mengani registration of Kono. So
Ablai El Gago Melakumakundu, I have an information covering 3 weeks ago. And I'm not going to publish it because I told this guy I'm not going to announce this. I'm going to say it because I don't want to help Barrow. I don't want to give anything that will help him. But only thing I can say, let's be serious about what we're doing. Ngana Barrow on the rate. Ngata pare wala nan ko bi ni election mbekala ki an kana son luntangole karto fayje because ML Kafoko ako allegedly aning Senegal so dol bentale ko tol natale botanang the cross border ko wol man yana carte file hani voters card be
yeah.
Our people should refuse. This is what the Senegalese did. Look at that. That's crazy.
You know?
Anyway, carry on, El Gago. Janing.
No, definitely. But
Alafana go from Makoeko.
Yeah, exactly. No, because I told you, for my never. My camera come be balandang so
mine not on but drop tale. So
yeah. And I'll check all the fanante kumo men kan diminga beti. Bukan ninga mol mo ya dia mukan fam bukan dabla je wala ñu coalition ko ñinti. Ninte amoy dia mukan da nte bukan loje fam. Mukala moy. Because Gambia no delta ñile la pour kamol suña comme IEC kamol suña ñamen ite fana nila kafunil be sirin pour ka pripia kale ka ko fubal ta kela do ko be suña ka adu kalpe yela do ko mu me be ke yela ko yo kela kalpo ko moy na ci kan yaita well, it never happened
but yala ndol ngani topic o sa nga easy ni bulle ndol ngana personal tandile so ni me man so wole fana ite la coalition of rek ñi ngamala sonka fa ngoti je why should we argue over this because UDP la position is clear. Okay, any coalition that we form, and that is well on Tonyati. It's unthinkable. Iko UDP nyanda rally behind any of these candidates. How can anybody explain that? So nitol man so wala itol fona la coalition of form rek?
No, ngamira Mr. Davonia nata de do kubare babule Gambia pour kaye katonya sabatinde. Yalonte before APRC benar hani sefol katela kafaye. Ya hani sefol nyaje be role play la alkalo bondi jana sefol bondi jana hal be nyante do na president oen yalo katelo bu ka fayi na tinu kateka ka fayi tunu mote do na president o because be do na patile
Yesa yangi online de yo Elgago mbalal rek nga lundang la soro jam from Sobeya ngate bulay nga Sobeya la mo bulate dia mo baate mu luntang wol tijang yes welcome to the show yes yang ma dega okay I'm along kabe la mbar nga mute because maybe I will diam kana malong kabe live so that can be pretty dangerous because it's like I might have dropped her. She didn't even notice he was live, so not drop it. Okay, brother Buba, is it Buba? May I long go with the name Mariamas?
Yes. Yes. Sego Sedili, me konton abate.
Abaraka.
Ila do ko be betiari mbate ila do ko be seneari.
Abaraka.
Anu one thing in the program on follow bachelor. Had a ila diamo be mo dankene yale. So modun ni dankene yada nga wala je UDP bala pati le mi yala ko dankene yada. El man pati lo pour kata state house da maka te president de pour ka palazzo so do danko doro. Aliya pati lo le pour Gambia koleya min be kerin tinyaro min be kerin. Maralal be tinyaro min na kawo maralo palin ka fere maralla ni ma ko la ka ceddo ka so ni aje make it nyaonya UDP mafutano state house because of wosilo la yatina bari one thing bije lafta ka diamu IEC la karola anin coalition ola so follow IEC UDP itel damalem patieti Gambia idammalem patieti Gambia nimin be sonna tonya mine yati nanko idammalem patieti Gambia
ning IEC election o conduct wato wate am election o UDP be participate la benoto inena siye bulo lay nyoka woto sign akamta UDP lam pakieti ite level orim bankola kola parti jelle bije mi yalon ko council electional nim fenke electional ibuke fambata le ba
ngo wala ganta jaxale
ibuke fambata say ite wol call no la ko parti ite parti lola pour ka ci president damati
a jaxalo watal de
ite yalo no ko nite o parti lo ka ci president damati president damma bu ka do ko to because man sakunda ko branch sol la so so nite mera o branch sol de da fo ina man sakunda ko la akam day te ditale sangi tang ibe tarbe la branch sol de da ite do ko so do woto ite mari man na banku do ko la ite mari bina kan penyinol nte ba jela wala yam so annun ni nata ni ajube kabrin 2021 election o teta molko election o sunyata le ifengada iman fa UDP balanda mama kande ni Isa Fall ikata le UDP endorse
they endorse it, yeah.
They endorse munati na sign it's that endorsement wala niata ni ka Gambia le
Inatale ima UDP endorse. Let me make that correction. Inatale to show support to UDP for election sunyatale. Yes, they did. But they never endorsed UDP.
Solidarity.
Yeah, they saw solidarity. They never endorsed us.
Okay, that solidarity, your solidarity means you can understand. Niatara no UDP lota for cool Adama Baroma Sion local cool tanaport. Jamala Binama Sakunda Yunkono. Yamera
UDP lom, yeah.
What I say, it is like a UDP like Kende la Walea Tina. Ya Lonko, will be falling on Pela no Walea Tina if all Sonta Walla. Yaje community ilataje.
In fact, kuno just the me platform model America Kafoko. In more me along we're talking about this coalition in one of these platforms. Ako GDC will participate into the legal application. Yes. They were not a party to the legal case at the Supreme Court, but what is evidential is GDC gave us all the evidence. They supported UDP. The evidence or deal on the legal team. Now that's its support. Support, Kelly. Yeah, what kind of support? Yeah, evidence or it evidence will mean yeah, bid in the legal team. Esa, what my evidence dinner, what kabera about ya more but GDC, well, they gave us all the support. So I just want to clarify because you remember that the platform also the kumul fola kumul memang koima alda maleta application of the GDC mal participate. Yes, they were named in the party in the case and told them against IEC and Adama Barrow. We filed the case against Adama Barrow and IEC, and the same individual out of ignorance. Yesterday I was saying I cannot understand why UDP from sue Adama Barrow. We should have sued IEC. He didn't know that we sued both the IEC and Adama Barrow. Yalan, this is a danger. Nibe diam la platform auto. Iman fe long kana taika open because you cannot malole sotoji. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so ntanga minje sign wala mko UDP kabrenga mo yela decision o make ko momo yalon ko ilafta coalition la UDP should lead that coalition anuntanga amira ko wolem tonyate ni momo be sonna
tonya wolon tonyate yeah
wolem tonyate ni momo be sonna tonyala ni yatar non ibela la Gambia ite tinyaro ni batame be Gambia ibe wala jeka patite tarla lore mi yalon ko sanyi tan saba aka wala bayende ning election o keda anim man sakunda atele kana second anena na wo second position o manchi ni ko abuka win fawale comme for example yale ka abuka win bar atika na second so say alteli min ka carte fay wo man sakunda la ko man sakunda man tarata bu ban nal bota wo kan nal na the second one o kan obviously abe tambila
bari ha ika dol ka jaw yaleti ika fonte dalala kan so abemu do jaw yaleti rek my brother
so ndese min fono Gambia no le wolam ko alenga na milka foko Usenu Dabo anyanta ka bojele Usenu Dabo intela min understand ka bringa UDP for ilatanya follow Usenu Dabo nene mantara nyato because of UDP ye Usenu Dabo tombon ne Congress le as a party leader and secretary general but ila flag bearer palaso be empty woto das mean ko banko mo bele opportunity so pour que wo pala so nyini
UDP dingol wala sa nyini no
wa UDP dingol
ni manga UDP dingol ita na flabi ara nyin la no
okay so boya tandila ko mo
they invited even independent if you want to come and say
no you cannot apply as an independent apply you have to be a registered member of the UDP to become a flabi ara
so woda maya tandila ko seku woda maya tandila ko milka foko keba e boje anana man taraje sakase boje because palazzo be empty
tonya
so ikaw na san palazzo be empty ne wala na safero kace nyinindiro kace ikaw na san so gambia no lumbe diamu kan gambia no le milka wo kumol fo ikal hakilo le sunya i mantara kumo fo kan mi yalon ko wala sotota palazzo bigele nyinindiro ce dole nyinindiro ce yaje ko nyinde diamo siatale itate I will drop e bota je moma ko I will drop mome bay woto wo mi fawla decisionolde woto ni wo mona tal kan ikaw na san al nyanta ka lonne al wo mo sifa nyaadi le because of leadership leader nyanta ka role model le force a nyanta ka yakar la wala ti modi yakara birim baroto kuma kaunto ikaw na san nyaton ko nyanta ka wala ga ni bota je yada UDP fawto la problème o fon be dame wolem ikafo ko ibe sila ibe kan be no mala ni luwala seku to nyalem ni be banko nyini la nyande ka daji ka cendo la tandi wol bari ini mimbe nyola am atele luwa buko ba tele bulu molka tele jo molka la family jo pour ay wo luwa tamandi wo man tara wo luwa tamandi ka ni te fana man tani luwa le be self defend la now ibe self defend la so UDP election o min tambita 2021 IEC ko registration o naketa dawoda na banta ni registration o ibabe postal IEC manson ka woche ibije within 2 to 3 days ya announce ko molna to register ta dulalto repeating ta for 2 to 3 times or 5 times pati dol ko ya funtindi ya post ibije iko no inatale all told the system o kono hanwo UDP be siring ikaw na sane election o nyanda ko stop wall.
Okay, my brother, I will interject there and maybe probably give chance to others. I just want to make clarification on certain things. Menkala 2021, there were a lot of malpractices took place. Some of them were all our own faults. We have to admit some of our polling agents were not even reachable. Their phones were switched off. Well, you're going to put that on an NPP or the electoral commissions. But these are mistakes, Melan, serious errors that happen internally. Hopefully this year we are putting a lot of measures in place that I'm not going to talk about that on the platform to try to rectify. Let's move forward. So Yemen for Tonyalon, polling agent, so your role is if you see any discrepancy, even on the list, inyanta balanale, kanatra sirinje the wrong, you feel intimidated. Well, I'm a polling agent here. Amanke mo bele nyanta kake. Ni yalon ko ite you are ikataria silalale. You're not going to stand your ground. That doesn't mean that the polling agent. Polling agent doko is very, very important because electoral results will prioritize fair and square, pretty much depending on not Alaji Usain Dabo and his executive, but on our polling agents. The whole on the day, the whole UDP itelebe banko bela future ikawale guard. As long as ibela tonyakan, you should not feel intimidated. Like, for example, somebody comes, you have to stand your ground. The police will be the election of the stop, but you have to say this is not going to happen. But Monekake, and again, this is lack of unity in the opposition, my brother, because Monekake, the UDP balanta, the opposition don't sonta, so you are in a weaker position, okay? But the opposition will be come and they go, no, this is an NPP killing a cantel. But what happens, Monekake, the opposition will be because they feel that they don't have chance to win, so they will not rally behind UDP. UDP support we have no chance to this. So, like some of the even policies that tell them for mantraji, and this is why I said, you have to get the capacity because more president should be able to have polling agents in all these polling stations. But certain polling stations, you cannot even have polling agents there. But yet you want to seek for the office of the president. Come on, let's be serious. Okay? Lafta wala Jansalela Kumoto, right? Okay, but your point will raise they are very important. Okay? So yeah.
I was a polling agent for UDP. Buja jule lotano. Ya remember. Buja jun nata Birkaman North Nyambaila Baba Galela polling station. Kabrin afuta da wata time o tafi anen fo duwa wuto ni malo duwa dampa ni fenko babula afuta da je kabra afuta da ayentana thinkering alastaka interject kana tabulo do mol.
Is it let me just ask you, is it the one that passed away? Is it Fola man dole bantanunde fortende
buja jumamba.
Okay, astaghfirullah nga dole bantanum Brikama de malu jumala woti avanam popular politician or what? Okay. I take that back. I was not. It's good that he's still is alive. So maybe somebody else.
So kabra futata. I anata lot and telephone kunto. Kabra not am bella fenko lanka ko you have no right Puriana connect to Jube or Fenkadama. Ye agent told the sort of young. If you wanna have any information, the agent told command the engine minim binapija. You can understand, or you talk to the presiding officer. You can understand. So, I can't insist on doge. My police will come by me for it. You can understand. So, I think that I have a more new rural new phone call. You can understand. So, Ntenga Mira, Indian take a more sort of me long po. You can understand. I understand. But it can do be honey box on serial normal minna. They don't even record that number correctly. Don't be million ibajela 7 o'clock lem ikafuta fenko the polling station. And the Italian deka IEC saba odulato inila buko nila paper.
True.
It's a serial control number. And the new box of a control serial control murundi box of a Indian deka offer record le.
Yeah.
So Mimbije mira UDP Indian deka agent olta junale ye train. You can understand that. Ye train accordingly election okatanya everything more there understand. Thank you sort of that coming la platform today.
Okay, Baraka Boba, thank you for your contribution.
Yeah.
Thank you. Let's go to mother of 3.
Assalamu alaikum. Seku.
Yeah, Shira Benyari.
Migandro kontan de mbalbe konton na.
Alhamdulillah, we fine. I do apologize. Danica, continue. I really want to apologize to anybody for that mix. Serious error on my part. Because Kafoko Moyango is still alive. I think there is a person that passed away one time, contested for chairmanship of Brikama. So yeah, Bojaju once wanted to be flag bearer of UDP. He's still alive. I just want to make that rectification. Okay. So if anybody, because sometimes this can be very distasteful if you come across, but it's not. I didn't do it intentionally. So I just want to, if anybody in a moment in a very discomforting way, I do apologize for that on the show. Yeah, to him and the family, but I wasn't referring to him. There's another person. I just forgot the name of this person. I remember that person really passed away. Okay, thank you so much. You can carry on. Thank you.
Okay, comme tanata drum pour kambim fo lom nyintiko politiko nimbala jamaro lolom dolom pour mbese ke hakil tulati. Nimbe politiko la mbesa mira ko binin mo se tara ko killing samenata karakter la ko killing.
Yeah.
Anung me mim foka wala nyinte ni milta tanun kulun killing milta tanun ku killing no sai mantaram kono. Ndenga mira nyanta trial by all means being focus na agenda like a UDP agenda wafi.
Yeah.
Then katara nyo sabala back and forth. Yalan kumo mukidi county nim kumo fota afota la banta anu dunia mo malo mimbe kala sama biri modo mantara tukili sama asakeno inatara kukili koteke so woto juwo kamala nimbe kumo fola nyoye nga make sure akonye nyinya isaje sama dinna ta tara pati kilun kono koteke nse nyojube no nya kono koteke because political falling lo mo ndi right so to lafta pour kata dame yeta woto ni mari tata je fanan yela political agenda wafi nyindo fana yata wafi kata se keno sama mbesi na keno kulum kilindi kotake especially science mbe ndia mol min na puka wale sonoke because mo be mbe lafta la pour mbe ngati kilinti pour se sembo di mol la pour ka adam boro bondi to nyani ko tilumbe election o nyin kono tilum tamata ndala mira ro UDP da manse adam baro bondi no bare pour tilu ya sabati je wala soto man easy so therefore nimbe modol nyinina ngake kuloni hormo kono anin kanyo kawnya isaje mbe ngatra kulum kilim because ini modo mantra ku kilim bi ina bota patio to atata pati do basi keno sama ni wolle be la nyokan koteke ha to ninka kuma kan kolon fo nyoye maybe sama nin nata la nyokan pour nga nyojube nyonya kono asina ke ku kolonti so ntoko pour nga na yamarol di pour nga ke hakil tulalti especially on social media nimbe kuma fola nyoye ngake bunyani hormo kono so ni ngata IEC fan na koto IEC fan anyanta kila dulalti mi alon ko hakil tuba tatung IEC ila ferol siata especially Mansa because Mansa is soto kele Mansa se kodo dundino ku jamala kono pour ka election o manipulate ya lonne 2021 ko min beketa sai opposition li ya lonne ba trial le pour ka make so yo ko dol minke pour fana nganna ferol landi bar hani kabibe fere dol fana kelande mbese ke hakil tulalti especially na regional to wa hakilol tunna alkalol to wa hakilol tunna safol to won mi be attesté so diga tadi ta bayla to mbe nyanta kala na surrounding be ngaka watchdogs tin nga korosiroke
Sizzla, stop calling them rebel movement, please. Sizzla, stop it. Look, Yalong, I understand, isn't it? I don't try to control anybody, but Yalong, political Benjamin. Sorry, madam, you interject.
It's all right.
Ning ite command the rebel movement na it'll financial command it to dola. Yalong, you can disagree with people. But Yalong, the word rebel, even law, it has a serious interpretation. Rebel is an act of criminal. Now hold on, apply. I will give you the floor. I'm giving my opinion just like you guys give your opinion, but I'm not convincing anybody. People can disagree with me. You understand it? But when you call somebody a rebel, even in law, it has a serious connotation. Political, like Madam Turebe Yamarol, Sirabe Yamarol. I'm sure a lot of people will not agree with her. You know why, Madam? Because it's falling on deaf ears, and we are all adults. If anybody wants to go high road, go high road. If somebody wants to go low, clear road, go. Everybody move on. But you are speaking your opinion, but you will not even go there because it's not going to happen. You go to their platform today. I was listening, and they are trying to attach Alhaji Ousainou Darboe name to this deportation, and that's what I started condemning here. You understand? It's very unfortunate. Just because they are not in UDP now, it's all fine go Alhaji Ousainou Darboe, and that's very disingenuous. You understand? It shouldn't happen, but they will not stop. They will go, and this is our politics, and that's why I say the polarization. You understand? But if anybody wants to do it, Dewal and I will want to focus on the discussions or whatever. I cannot have, like, for example, I cannot stop Sizzla from writing whatever he wants to write on his Facebook. He's an adult. You understand? Who am I after all? I cannot stop him. I can only probably appeal to him. And most 9 out of 10, maybe if I appeal to him, he would listen because there is respect between us. But what is happening is, even Alhaji Ousainou Darboe, I'm sure he will not be happy calling these people rebel movement. He will not be happy. You understand it? Because, I know the type of leader he is. We talk to him. We have his insinuation, but he has obviously ni ala yusenu da bona rajang abe interview la ye modo political party do command ye ko ne aba fle no ko no straight on so for no without an out aba fle straight on, don't do that. You understand? And he's our leader. Yalo nemo bunya ya horoma. Ndefambera the real law, if you respect however difficult it is. You understand? That's the true sign of call you are going to listen to that person. But if you claim to love somebody, but the person advises you don't listen, then where is the love? Where is the respect? So you can continue. Thank you.
Sai UDP do nintel ko lafta pour que man sakundati nyanta kam fan daji kala birin sai jannim be kala man sakundati kato ninta da fonke tam man sakundati for more center fan criticize so nin dum konte sonna wasifa la sai ma fo ko kadum mo la o ka kuma fo mi an ka man kel sota hansinano lo no kumu fani yandi bare niatre be more criticize kind of constructively then I'm a mol nyanta sonna wala ni mol sonta wala isa ye nin nata ke man sakundati atakela mol ku kutati.
Sarah, let me just say this. Again, Sisla, you are right. They call us names, but that's wrong. They call you to be far right. I've seen the Nkela writing soldier. That is wrong. They shouldn't do that. I just give an example of today. I was listening to their platform. They started a discussion trying to analyze about this deportation. They said, we are trying to turn the discussion. I didn't turn anything. Okay, I was giving a narrative because a discussion that took place on their platform about the deportation. But today, the host himself, it is not a third-party information. Adiam Talabafogango, yes, yes, agreement, but he was a foreign minister and no mala resignation. That is mumbo jumbo. That is bollocks. You understand? I was so disappointed that the host was talking that because Elijah Hussein Dabo cannot resign just because they deport people from Gambia, say Europe. Deportation is within international framework. Bangoli right to the Gamol reformer. Why would a foreign minister resign just because they did something? That is utterly nonsensical. And I heard them say that, and that's why I started my program today, because we should not be doing this. Just because you were in UDP, today you are not in UDP, you want to portray, to falter UDP leader, and this is why I criticize them. Some of them, one of the, I thought it was him, and I would have loved him to come here. Let's have a debate on this. You understand it? Look, and I've said, but to try to attach something to Talib just because left akela moja wallet. Now, action I disagree with. I will say it here. I will not shy away from that. But Tafako being an oh, he's not even a good mayor, blah blah blah, he's corrupt, whatever. Because that is going to be a question on my personality. I said yesterday that he was a good mayor. I vouched for him that he did what. I would be consistent on that. And today, in a statement on for me, I disagree with, like being a waheta. I said it here. And I'm not going to take that back. But nte okudo lala kang just because laftakela mole jutoala or something like that. That's not my style. But if somebody wants to do that your style, this wall is a free wall. Everybody to your style. Thank you, madam. You can carry on.
Nyantal hakilo tula wolto katung hani kabi asekeno sama ningi beke kilo to pataki so ndo yamar role fokan don beke hakil tulata ala baraka bake but not opportunity do
okay baraka bake. Thank you so much. Thank you, madam Sira Baraka. Thank you. This is always a touchy subject thing as someone. So I think the next person is malo mai kamera ninde ili jumare juma saba mbuto
go meta jannede.
Yale demo jarango le demo jarango jani ba fula me fasa rolla so ya ngame mai sara bari mai yale te saite ni noto alliance lebe do kola
baraka thank you ko sisa mai na video de Facebook le de pare be ñaari sisa mai wo mutel tunumba sisa mai lam kay seli be mo be konton gang many be ñini ngaro la ndey idi be min tole I was on holiday
idara kebo je ndomola bari ma hanyi do na Gambia de fo defa itani sisla alkata Senegal alka hanyi kata Gambia fo idara ni bakwela barola ko you have to go through the front door idara ni back door la sisla ja bala ni fanjarinte yala jang Facebook abuka hanyi tala ma hanyi barola abuka do Senegal na be tala ni akata ni Senegal la tani back door I don't badibu
na be kata back door la abuka hanyi abuka tani mo mo be kontona kan mo mo be kontona diamol be tiate ni nyata actually mbelari de bari me yentriga nam fango ka join is kabiringal futata coalition diamo nyinto aning in terms of mama kandela makoyro kabiring nganda ke samba court tejili asesla wala rebel movement mola kamen ko mandi rebel movement wala abula durani ka bantaleke let me continue
if it is a banter I understand that if it is a political banter
I don't yalon sisla o ganyo o dawar banko le ko nabe abuka haje dawar
okay if it is a political banter that's fine you know that's okay
abula ni la banter ke je na batate badada yalon ni na ta do ngambor na de ngana ma ko abuka haje ka to nyandro la abuka haje so ngabula ni la banter ke je but yeah on a serious note say nyanta can understand one thing in terms of Nana coalition because that area until left J concern a lot. And is no position of the party. Just to make that very clear, I am my own individual. May I UDP supporter in my own individual position. Has got nothing to do with UDP the position. Just to make that declaration up front, so the Molia understand. Opinion or net amanke UDP la position who can understand UDP I percentage women sort of even in the last election if you are going to ask it is not the true percentage that reflect our members in that country
but ikonga 27 na sort of idi
yeah ikonga 27 na sort of which in fact going by that 27 political party to Malebe Gambia BT Lodo apart from the ruling party mayors.
Atije.
It is not there. In fact, they didn't even come halfway of that. None of them. Yala untoli be coming, amanke jutun neati because diamo koleata mukale fika jutun yola. But in yantaka no understand be tilo or wala nyentiko. Nyam political party beje me yala nyanta diam la UDP la moy. Omu GDC le. GDC doron nyantaka diam. UDP ya fuko. Newly rights to the Purunga signal Lamoy. But now the GDC, any other political party when you lie, CIA Lamoy UDP, la Alinkana Jutu Langa Tonya for you.
But the argument is because we don't have the sufficient number to win on our own.
If that is the truth, it will come in. If that is the truth, why is their percentages stuck at 3% and 2%? Why? Because yellow logically, please do correct. It will let that 2%. There's a fall that 2%.
Hey, it was on Golema.
There's a that 2%. And in came at 3%. One you come for UDP winning the level.
But it came out on 3% to go.
It came out 3%.
But in the camera, telephone and take a college, it will a college and all a flat bearage.
Yala wala nang ko ni nyone ne wote caring wala nan nyantale wato do political carolan kana to nyina ne ka tula ko politician olu buka tilin silola nyindali lo le asa Because ni ata mun ko tonya te nyone ne lambe tonya le fala nyoy nyule men be tata ko nyome be wurika we ka fo nyoy ko UDP is not winnable it wali men ko hani wala UDP kan nin kata ni to la logic la UDP to win so why are we exactly going to listen to
but it is laughable if they are saying Bausen is not winnable, but it all Bausen get almost 6 times or 7 times more than their percentage. So how winnable are they?
It is delusional.
Understand? I cannot put my head around that.
It's delusional because it is for test later ma win. It am had 5% of somebody who has been having 30%, 35%, 40%, 27%. If for Mario, you are not winnable.
So that person is closer to winnability than you by miles, isn't it?
That person has ever been in every single election. That person has ever been. It is who came here from a test. It had a month no 5% to Fangoma. And let me tell you something also, Puru Molia understand, and also Puru UDP. Na Timo me yalonko wale katala nyamol. This political scam, I'm gonna say it again, nga fo nunjan. Nyum political scam and nyum political backdoor. Ka UDP dimol bali palasola. Kana ka fo kontenada coalition ola so that you can have a guarantee position without doing nothing for your country, without doing nothing for your community, without doing nothing for your society. Yet from zero bam to the top position. UDP need to be very careful.
Ndafana ni bamba mas kanan na own party lo isa yung finance palaso. Jara political party.
Question hinin kata je intel nyo fasa kan so
ano ni ko ke membo from bandila UDP lenga sama na party ko no. Oh, Gambia is very interesting.
No, but seriously, the game they are playing is clear, and sometimes I think they think that control being a tour in the political carola bukanje. Sometimes in the political carola, UDP will never tour in Kano Lambukanje.
Ne iri mela kuma kondo kunun suto me platform dole lama ikan suto ballot. I it was late for me, so I couldn't continue listening, but Ngole Gambia, we have a problem. You look at Kumasi la platform or second UDP la form. There are some people who are really, really bitter with real venom against UDP la claim kafako inyanta flat inyanta coalition. Don't link come fale kata siri. Honestly. To kind of help you. And the reason why I'm saying always when I'm writing, I want to make sure I emphasize that in Kafo Motors coming to the UDP mago. It's a man do okay. Itaman doko ila ntolla alifale doko men ke fanan kela alifal man so doko ke iko yesele na alifal ko kan ite futa nyaata nkonta ke lambang ko ngambang iko munan nan komba this pain nina mu the whole issue. The work UDP has done for the country, UDP document na alifale document banko UDP document the past 20-something years. 5 foot nearly 30 years. So now it will laugh it up put your palaso soto. But you UDP data diamule ko ye nyata we ko ye nyaku yena yesele mukolu kan yesele na alifala do ko lukan it will let out to the biggest position. Muliamiran to look and then bukan je manken there. But one thing again. Muna name a law by election ola jana. It will not by election in Kian Kayaf and also Foni.
You didn't have the answer to that.
No, I asked the question because you cannot be seeking to be the coalition flag bearer when you don't have the nerves. Puruka more lonely in this election. It's not. You need to like a serious politician, or you should not only be eyeing for presidency.
It has nothing to do with being a serious politician. It has nothing to do with positions. It has nothing to do with all of these things. So I could say the biggest, highest of the office level by scamming the public, by scamming the Gambian people. Number one, even political party of Fangolono. You can know Fangoli as an independent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even proper political party of Fangolono. As an independent. It is not going to be a bank for
presidency election or can also
exactly. The election of that's a Sanji Fula.
Yeah.
The election of that's 17 months. The
Yeah.
election of that's
True.
What time will KJ Fintina?
Yeah.
Then you part of a how many poor will like at how many banco how many situations
UDP Damalaga Diamode for Baroka for Barunian Mol Batandele. Yeah.
Thank you. Every now and then can UDP killing them pedant. There is a political party that there is a political party, but political party tamari blogger, but Congo to problem. May along Kakata backdoor channel lako ha at the left and left of close the ministerial position. The second said in this world, in this life, you and I both live in the Western world. Where in the Western world, we have 103% of our sotono. Ekata to the biggest political party for you.
No, yalo de ida ketale 2016. Wole Palazzo di Fenke Wolbela Henry Gomez. And la brother my party. So Birayol wati dorong. So you know be sumangala.
Mona yalonko your own corda. Okay? Some of these people if I lost swallow kono. Moni be many yalonko ibuke find no cartola ila box open. Iko kanto less calm, iko ka Gambia no less calm, ke fante ko to serious politician o le ke fanke ko model betol koma. Iko ika fo ko ba usenu ma winnable, UDP ma winnable. It is 2% do ron neso. It ka jumale nyaku. Ika na so that you have a ministerial position. Say ko sedili, that limit your chance. That limit a proper UDP member me along ko sanji tanim fenga do ko la UDP a 40 jita no la jo babla sembo babla sa do ko keno. It limit that person's position in UDP, in terms of a UDP government. Why do they think they can? And one Maria and women can Gambia, not just UDP, because UDP didn't want UDP ding. I don't work at Gambia, I mark a UDP because political party may along have a law in Gambia 29 years. Nina. I don't call a Gambia, they lipale, the poor lake, they found lake, and UDP ding what they alone no I didn't maling a keba maling a kemanka kundalem. Ike tarole di UDP, they kill a naflole di UDP, they kill a family time the UDP. It was some wall around. You have nothing to offer your country, you have nothing to offer your community, you have nothing to offer anybody. Yes, you all some in the queue. While you don't yellow nila naflo nila dimbala time on everything they give bankola because into that UDP because more than the UDP they don't go like a ganja bondi or what about the Gambia. You go can do not wrong. It is ministerial position also by scamming people in the name of a politician or the the politician are in anywhere for your country until when it is just election time to come. You can do
no, but that's not going to happen in a million years. I did tell them almost 1 year ago, even before UDP and personal cleared the code, if anybody thinks UDP will sidestep for you to lead us in the coalition, that's just a dream. It's not going to happen because it's not even logical. It doesn't make sense. You understand? UDP, you can it's your take if you don't want to support the party. It's your take if you don't want to support Dabo. That's almost democracy. But UDP is a natural leader of the coalition by all stretch of imagination. Yeah, I understand.
And there is another area left on touch of la wala nyindiko. Puruna molu karin na kacha mbalo namba sambala nyamen kakarin fango heart attack pin fango because yente jelenten de idi turente. More me yalonko you are not worth my time. It a moment test. You are not tested. You are not trusted. You have never done it. You are not qualified for me to even talk to you or talk about you in politics. And wala munda nying fabi wala me yalon sign de parafik.
Sister la friends roll, sister la banta mates.
Me who is talking? It's not you.
No. Look, we can discuss and debate on ideas. What's okay? Yeah.
These people are not worth our time. Let me tell you why they are. I know, but these people have never been tested in that country. There is no politics in the world or in the history of Africa. Politician or meta kafintika for lotally ninang. It is a boom. Yeah, anything sort of in that politics. It doesn't happen like that. Politico, akakuma se munuma dulani. Ika munuma le follow.
But I'm not holding brief for them. Look, no, hold on. I'm not holding brief for them. But you know, everybody need in the political arena. I'm going to win. That's a natural thing. Because I remember, was it this guy Bashili when he said he was going to win the election in 2021, and later he joined Barrow. I said, is it not brother Lamin Jeda when he spoke in Gunjur? He said, according 2026, Ibira celebration of Gunjur. So it's everybody's says it. It's naturally I'm going to win. But he said we all going to do the celebration in Gunjur, and I'm gonna be invited like jail.
On a serious note.
Yeah.
Understand ko ñulu manken to la competition oti manken na diamu ñulti manken multi men yalon ko nyanda ka teno ma fang yalo mune be keri men seniyata wala ñinti ko ntolla santo na carte ke so be merol men bulabe pa biro men bulo ko no nganyim fonne na say nga fo jannen ko wato men na talib wo ay manyal men kaya ka tambitale am no gonna talk about it ko men yata widindi wol mun to la merol lati men be na ko no men ya widindi wol mun na merol ni na alfa lati men be farol to men be kumpol to men be marsawol to ngenden jaayol ba ma ñol men be wafirola fa mal men be kunku dalla na dindingol men ya lon ko wolle be karambungol to yiti lola wolle politiko lon katam mintani ta seku sedili membe sirin tubabu la wolle fana yalo membe kerin katam mintani ta seku sedili la membe tubabu siri yalo example of that jara sukuta yalo tol buka wewe
mana kana jara sukuta
kabiri futata oto yela kuma kaun ni la fengolo fo wol pareta me disrespect me sonkandi me kelendi ko nya jawole fo ye silo yitandi le ko alfi daleta
okay
Yeah,
very embarrassing.
UDP 100%. Ani ko man tara balurin jamu UDP 100%. Ye bu ñaka ye horma kay be disrespect. Iko ko alfinti. Ali kala hajo. Muna mamba.
Abanta.
Ko jara sukuta de. Jara sukuta yalo man tara ntebe dami. Woto yalo wolle ko wolon tani. Yo wala nan koy ñulu manke moti me yalon ka jarata fon ka diamu ye because ñulu ya mire be tinya yalon se ko sedili ko do be tamaka nun ko do be sotorin nun modol ke lamoy la ni yaje ñulu finkinte yaade kuma ta ko yara fantol dam malle ni ñata jam
no dole ko Sehu, you don't know. I saw the audios in a WhatsApp group, but I'm about to come to Bantaba mail lamoy follow, but I just saw the headline in the WhatsApp groups, but mail lamoy
ko sedili ñulu yela ni nya suman wato mene malo ni yaje wato ni nyata ba usen la nono bole be bonkay ko ni nyada kan wala ne ni nyata modol ke dube ka fo hebare nono men be ni nyada bala ni nyata madungal la moy la on ba usen la dara jolet to yamira o dara jo itol be continue la ke mura o dara jo la ye continue bar wo do sene ya ke mala ko nono dara jo men bonte ko kam fo mol ke la ni nyade wote je wo jata so itata dawde e bole tarla je son to la do ko mum lenti wala to la best you man kan to la do ko because ila do ko nyandam ko kili no understand ñu la do ko ñu yalo ne ta soto no la
ide sisla ko ila ibediam kam bakira ko ya stop
soto no la yalo ne ta no dulato bari se mu nekke no kan
I got Amaja, I got the audio. Thank you. I got the audio. Abaraka.
Is the menke no control this
no, I got it. I saw it in the forums. Ngajol ngasotole. Maja fana ya kinyela no earlier on today. Nge besoro.
So nyanta fere la ngelo distraction woni nga understand ko. Ikatara ni be la ka UDP because the thing is multem any daraja soto no la ni ma UDP to for in fact majority of Gambian will men ke fan ko man politician or political commentator la ibe yalon ne UDP so manda ni wulte katale ya jude drama bi mala finta UDP la karola pour traffic ko itare la ke dol wotonto UDP fana nyanta understand na ko
nyanta understand because kudum from benyul nyun platform la they were pretty much talking the whole show is all about UDP, and that is the interesting part. Not platform je jame ala ko ye 1 hour ke 2 hours in my UDP reference mo je follow.
They got nothing else to say. If it is not UDP, some of these people on the platform are yelela. So UDP need to.
But I'm not na Cairo tibam de idi.
Na Cairo and na koro.
Mana kena koroti.
Because if we know how to use that for our advantage.
Yeah, we maximize it. Yeah. We have to be very strategic about it, though. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But when we are not strategic, what it is a distraction.
It's a distraction, and it can have negative impact on us. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly. My point. You can take off but
and that message is for Sisla. Okay, ngana may kabara ya Genesis la kana. May bismillah. May ila microphone yale. Okay, yama may mando diamo la ba. Maybe ani ala Noto Alliance mo lebe diam ga.
Barango for my improvement okay je bang.
Afonye mo improvement ke e mo jele boni na nje follow.
Brother say atamita siala la buka for fun. Da gilatana grupo ko de ajiwa.
So it will find be UDP endorse can, right?
Of course, yeah, ndu ba foka ila platform ol fanantole ko ibe UDP endorse like jara kianne la mol membe je carte fa UDP.
Okay.
UDP be yeah.
That's good. That's good. Dankan dro.
Okay, mbal be content na ularo la sister sol nem brother solo. Mbal be content na Gambia la ko jakalo warata yalo nyim platform ol fangol ni momoy life yele ni ma UDP to fa ita bukata violence so ko nyimbe wala nya alinge buladro itolie diamodro e kali UDP for dro UDP ake fanan fenken la wala ke fanan so symbole yalo because nim yele life yele ma because nim moma agenda so to dro amanya na menkela
agenda yalo fam nze nyo reference no le fam woman bad fam because political be wala nya ma funga nyola kumol for something but I depend tele ka mune for dal fenga itani tonya la re you know
nyim platform mo dole ka fo be kuma soto balo ka fo be wala den la ni UDP la wala nam fanan ne ka fitina no wonte ne ta fitina la because come will criticize what
is normal
what political kono le hani kila sallallahu alaihi wasallam mul ya criticize ne mul malla fale ya against mari o matina te be kila menta manke oti yaje so ka fombe bi nambe mo ka fo la borle ti
tonya what is normal
yeah ka fo la pati mbe bi nambe o mu dia mo le te me alon ko atuta mol da kono le sign hani men ka 2% so 1% be le ka fo mbe winna yaje so bar hakilo buka mentano nta ka Gambia no nyinin ka menna ya long nyim political party yol men be Gambia be lafta coalition la le be la frenga bari la problème menti wala munyinte koy malla fi baw seniali
ya wala fo ko wala fanam fo
wala mula problem to bari bebe la firna bari malla bari yalo UDP wala stand sene
tandile
kai tandi ko ntoliye baw sene soto wala munna lidati ndu wala mbe wala londila ndu momo lafta kole sono lebe lalan tolle kan baw sene yalli ntol nga sene yandila sai ngamira sai
wodi amangodi amo nyim bandala sai
yo ni na tajibe fanan kiyang ngal ni mello yang ko ngai la fitala nga ay la fulan jang ko tanke jannam kiyante so kiyangal ni melon kiyan ko ninna fuare ya nyaw nyambar foro ya o bembulo
je sane bala man ko NP me kondo ako NPP nga dole bel la moy kan juma afa selena bala afa Maria selena ndukare mba welcome la platform out sorry go ahead
so ya jele so kiyannem ngalo na kalta baila alba kala le kotenke alta baila because eko moye janga ni mo janga ya teta kana sutiyete na sutiyate ta kana janga yete so ni mo ka fengo jaye ke ta mo fuaro te bari fana la fore ka yenya na umutalan
tonya
so kian kolu ali alno ano kilo to dura ala na kiji ano kilo to dura yo brother say ko ni na tajibe sato dole be banko amalo fo satele fo ka fo banko e ka fo lame bajo ko nga fo sane bala man na platform motol e asato nyimbe njama kutama fangle ka fo je bajo ko nda kata mansaba kiyan ko lelbe sirin jelu to kiyan kuinala kata nema wolle be sirin je bar wolu ibu ila kuol mantara
tamay mbala linte ku me kundu ala ma ala kane kundu se ku se dili ni use a 19172712 lamba a block platform wodo nka ko se ni nka chabe diari wato menna because nana ta bu ka fen comment ja kan comment men ke pour ala ni profile picture kar finti isa ja ka mo put off so be mo nek
jumalo fomo nyenti
platform yeah
okay mbara ngajibe
baraji comme baraji NPP apa ça
baraji tina jam baraji kata keba la platform rani keba le ka nyomo e baki baraji keba la molem keba kintala molem yeah okay okay good okay mai
so mba fo kan nyamendro wo sate flolo kiyang bajo kundanin kiyang mansaba e kaje kumande kiyan landun kiyang ko lebe siringe gambia no lambare e buka carte fay gambia e buka e hani kodo fango e ka senegal kodo le dom ndu la ko bebe senegal le to le senegal ro la ko bebe woleto so comme wo sate sifal siata gambia nyin dala san dandangol lale ndung intaka information on stolo ko nyimol bita kam die ma fa on lale ka foy pour ye be voters kato nyin le pour ye na carte fayo because nta badi ngol le bo ma fa ngol be yaje so wo sifal siata gambia le ni nata science fa ngamira dia mobe boda la dole to ko fa senegal le nata bay
bar wol manyana sonna wole carte o fay fa
exactly nka jele foten so malam fo UDP ko bota kala male bam fo mamba
bana kala mata biko MLA ya ko kacha janne
ya wala na manan carte fay gambia ila ko fango bebe senegal le kon ina manan carte fay gambia e buka gambia ko do fango do may ka sefa le use ila ni na ta gambia le ka gambia ko do use ban ni be je ka sefa le use so sate sefa le siata gambia o dandan na sefa le siata gambia ni informational be round kanko ibita kanjele kafo ko
ako dinkendo be nyinin karola ko which village is that ako bikate boto ma fon wala ko sate o nyin tondi
bajo kunda kiyam bajo kunde kafo jele kiyam bajo kunda ne kiyam mansaba kiyam ko lebe siringe kiyam jama majority mu kiyam ne maleti anin queen ala wolle be siringe ma fon la ba
okay
bajo kunda ne mansaba
so yamera it's a mol men bondi oda siatale kato be siala otole
mol bijele de ukiyam wol be mu gambia no lete men biji be mu gambia no lete bari na manan carte fay gambia because in gambia la kuolu foi comme ni la e badi ngol ku soto na bari la ko be senegal le ndu ka carte fay senegal le e ka
so e ka carte fana fay senegal fana e ka carte fay senegal
no wol ka ko be ke senegal le wol because wol ye fanjelo malam foi fangol le fanje fo senegal le jeta
no ngajele e ka fuko itol mu ikada carte fay senegal yo le fole malam manjelo understand
no ye komendro ila ko bebe senegal
ila ko bebe senegal okay
ito law e firtim bebe senegal le kono ila ko bebe senegal yaje so nta badi ngol mo dol jama be ge fam badi ngol bito dol bota pe
my wo information on ya so maybe yadi duma moli ya ko check
no information o ye ngafo mo le
maybe yadi haji wala haji swane wall you know
haji swane
yeah information on dealer I think that is going to help a lot
living in Senegal all the books
yeah okay abaraka mai ngata Sisla ya saying Sisla is next
yeah
Sisla bismillah ngajele ko football e mamol update because nga results o jele 0-0
we're still in the level top
ni al win no yibe post safela le bari anyway what is the difference ali ñu no dan jele la say
6 points clear
6 points is still a long way to go now the game can lose the wrong after the
game left
yeah ale 3 so alma win followed
this year I win
okay
not like yeah man tara commentator you know commentator platform or commentator on the movement because sadly nearly start control from the toll full like metal for the magiane quality no because post game at the far right
but for mark the UMC le
well whatever is no brother now
they idila sis brother lambe No, but tell about Mark Mood journalist. He's using page right now reporting. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all I know, but I get one day, stop. Maybe I apologize on the one day. The more you want far, I don't on the
no, yeah, for both sides. In fact, emphasis like point dollar from BJ for Bembela platform or like beef and I left address now. Okay, they are complaining about UDP, now more some of the militants, the way they behave, particularly the book of film for. And I said to myself, this is on both sides because something come out of maybe KMC, may Bausino Neng. What is his name? May audio body Lamin Kamara. But did Talib publicly condemn that guy? I don't think he did. Exactly. So Yalawalan, if you are talking about this, have a self-check, okay? If you are blaming the other side, look at yourself and say, okay, but it already code like, oh, we should do this, the land and the decent policy. And that Kamara guy should have been completely called out on what he did. So what I forgot, this needs to stop. It needs to stop. It needs to stop on both sides. And this is what is not helping. But Yalon may realize. Even may realize. Yaya Jame, let me give you an example. Maybe the examples may not be like for like, but Yaya Jame, Yalan Drive President Yalan Akaloya Nagasi so Kong Kong, Amansila America, Amansila Western world. In any Western leader, the clean Yaya Jame respond. Because it will make them look ugly to respond. But look at today, America don't want to have Venezuela President So Yalan Ganyin for them. There's a big gap between UDP and UMC in terms of strength, in terms of Kumaya. So nte kaje wala nya man fal kaje wala so akamne ko dindi mera wala be silo kan sis labe bero fele ka ite lole na kan yosaba. That's the way I look at it because UDP la level of a damning and then new party will male go there in fact the established follow one party from set follow so sis la ni de ke ni wol ko tembendi ya wana sani iko ma warambo si bari ko ton dama sigle
mani ko tembendi ko men gamon ko ren ko men ipo na fi ya mu kere because kaje le ni kan to ko ndi to ya aman ko ni mo fur na men to ani la mo le ke wal men alon ko ka sogro ke la pe yo kan kon para ere mo ko je e ko fion fon
yeah, but I yalo wala na yafo jang ko itol fanan ka fole far right and it needs to stop. Yeah. Anyway, now we bantala, that's fine. But on the edical albe bantala. So
the thing is, brother Seku, stop like can you command the name la
maybe over political bantality fam.
But the problem here is ikakala fo be kuma soto balo taliba den de lan bausen na imanya na kawoleke because at least aketa nyawonye bo party lokono for so many years, right?
But that's my nga program of that wala because yala main for nata deportation kola ikunu ya katela platform would like condemn it and I said I'll be disappointed like somebody like antate to for wali nintolbe naka di amna and I have been on record when I've said Wali defending Bausin on this deportation with UDP. So I would expect him to now for the dama telling you that yes, no, this is not fair. We cannot do this. Yeah. So that's what I said. But today, because before I saw their platform live and I listened. In fact, I entered for them to know that I'm watching. I listened. And the gentleman started defending himself. I heard him say that, but he went forward to say, yes, Hamata signed, I tell him for a minister, and then Mala resignation again. And that really irate me because what was he driving at? What was he driving? Yes, Ama sign was at a Katala domain, and that is not nice. That's not a nice thing to do. So that's why I'm gonna program that he can condemn. I started at the beginning because this is something that is looking ugly. It's not. Yeah. Can I fire Kankurang de? Can I fire?
Sometimes nin seleta je o along from the CRNGL is different.
But it all funny accusation like my because some of our supporters when they are on the comment section and they were writing nasty words about them and their leadership. I cannot verify this, but this is what they said. Niatra Omutonyati Fanang. We should stop that. No, yeah. They give me somebody's name. Ko Omari Bijela the comment for la be attack and whatever. So Nko Wasifa Lemon right. You know? No, debate for is fine, Mike. Debate is okay. Debate is okay. Yeah.
Sometimes it Marika kuma kangol dole for me yalon ka manke pati songoti ndaman soton du tel fang bota pati yelo kono bo pati yelo kono no so nte linga osi faje dron ka selele ngadi bo ngai tan ya pal kan yimo fama
yeah
and jawa ni wesa pro pongal ita tele ko ita yang sila go to ke para la lila
okay
man dola is too much we can see nganya ka sila every time and more wonder for I cannot do it
yalo I come tell inte dita sobe yala platform auto but I will not go there and comment comment names or whatever. So I told Yalong, if you are doing your campaign, but it only being a mention there, B because it have followed Coco Kumonfona, the platform and they started talking about UDP immediately. What would have made sense was a platform yalla agenda wafi. Along the way, then if you want to talk about somebody else, that will make sense. But the other platform where you follow, and you the agenda, you program follow. Well, you want to talk about Adam Barrow, but you do 1 hour, you didn't even want to talk about Barrow. I don't understand that. That doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
You know?
Ntolta start la den dunte malan dunte nena barni kumo soto balofo bekalla selele onga safe nga foye ko amanke tonya
what is normal hanitol fongo is a seleno janne and I will take them if they think that we have misrepresented anything about them. They have a right to come here and challenge us. Kafo go no aleni men for them. Well, it's normal. That's fine. I don't think anybody should have a problem with that. It works both sides. It shouldn't be just one side. And they feel that Mr. Davos should go to extend and take action. Their leaders should also take action against some of this. So this is work.
Because
no, I think I heard one of them saying that he shouldn't stop there. He should go and go to expulsion. But talking alone will not stop it. Anyway, Sisla by election side. Let's forget about them, Sisla. Let's talk about it. Sisla, what contribution are you doing towards this by-election? But there was another issue yesterday, and that is also trending on our side. Malong quota nyaming, somebody is accusing us of.
There was a post. They don't have a leader. Even he can be.
Jumale Ofo. But he didn't tungo de.
I was in a platform also. Somebody was asked him and so certainly imagine I can in UDP compare because you know party.
But that's what I said. I said we should not even go ikifomadi mole compare any mobile level killing. Yo, ala keep ala corner.
Eko UDP baby imako ikanne puru fonyi ye winge so eko ila mol men bebe jara sorry kian ibe diam lebe le men be jar ibe diam lebe le dal ibe karto fa UDP la candidate e kian.
That's good partnership. But NPP ngol me attack and they gon desperate as I need not alliance like that. Because we are so desperate that we are forming alliance with no to alliance. But it only APRC alliance.
Exactly. Okay, anyway, with a serious note, attack left.
Attack.
NPP.
Yeah, I saw one video. Yeah, not video.
Attack le fango NP UDP call fanan jita nanne la ke kan boy soli jita nanne ilote because malam for sate umolla ko NP UDP te meeting o kala je because ngame tolle UDP sabanje so biri wol nata wol ko UDP te sate dindole mo de kiyan wol ko UDP te meeting o kala je so wol ko be meeting o kala je so itol nata la wol kan so UDP ko yaay tandila ko ntol nga right so te la pour nga meeting o ke jam because IEC a declare le konyan na meeting o ke la dlalmen so nga right so te la pour nga meeting o ke jam so itol kuntu tawol nyato ko te meeting domandi e file kelo ke je fa
wow
yes assistance dole ya pena consider dole ya
ya domandi e kelo ke
itele campaign itele candidato misto sa de mole candidato mendi tel mo ta tara konsu candidato ta so sa
ngole we thank ML yo fo janne apply ML yo fo janne ML ya
so ni class do man mendi but abo political boy.
Anyway, guys, I've been here 3 hours, so I need to wrap up. Melman diamo quickly in a few minutes delay fanang. Apply ngam ite diam dal ore ite abe diam apply. No ite abe diam le.
Alendala time of
No. Anyway, Seni is here. Best Mommy is also here. So, Seni, go ahead and after Best Mommy said,
okay. Assalamu alaikum, CBCD.
Enembara.
Ngal kontom bakal be duku kendo menna.
Abaraka.
Duku bu nyalam. Na meta dron falen ka kada yalo modol bi ya hari arjana dum fayol bulo mota yedundi nomte te dunna. Okay, comme kunun selta platform to la ben la moy kila but after nata BC projet ko ba fo lo ko no platform dul be TikTok ko no jama jere mo ko la moy because ndebe dul la moy kan fon kam faya ti da fon botaji because biringa mo ko UDP yo funto na ke 2016 niaji usenda boko ni keso be mo mala ente foloma because of anya be kafol so onko aman necessary lo ko mi sifalu yesele ekoki la moy wala
what for that platform jumale
mon platform ni ma bari something jamelo like funko ni ko jamelo
oh no one NPP lati NPP la
okay
NPP platform lo don't worry what NPP
because you didn't go do ba for ni be nyo sabaka je beri mo ko borna la mo after internet mo de kerka nati block la rek
wo NPP platform multi
okay comme abijame na comme ñing ikam fo na ñing faadi no yalon ka fo na warata na warda fo mo kendo ni mo ko ni buke bo ñoo comme mo be ka fenkene ñene do bar sa ko ta gambia nol male ko ta mol mala yudi ko ko nen diro ko yudi ko be gambia do yalon last time nga fo don ko ente ani alquran wala de sata ki yudi ko bu kan nen ko yudi ko ke ciol ando hani sa ende be standing water because sign ajube bidini mol ni la kul bu ta ñoko edene ka mo minto lo yudi ko be
no I said you know me I like to be very honest about things I just don't want to Malafican discourse apparatus, but I don't agree with you on that completely.
Yeah. That's rightly.
No, Yalon Seni, we have to. There are dramas still unfolding on social media, and there are some of the postings that probably uncertain from some of our people, which are not helping the situation. Okay. We have to be honest about that.
Okay, but
Yalo, I don't want to practice this politics. Everything is honky dory. I had this discussion with you, and I'm not going to budge on this because kuno allegation for a lady in South Africa crying. Okay, whether that's true or not. But what happened? What is the genesis of that story? So it's not 100%. Kafoko, we have completely, yes, there's a lot of improvement. No. But if we want to be we want Alafonga, let's say we look, when I talk, these people, I thought they would have taken a high road. But I have seen some of their people, and even a platform of Danny, it's not good, and that's why I condemn it. But if there are weaknesses, okay, on some of our side, let's just say that there's a tremendous improvement. But let's say it's complete, it's all gone. That is an overstatement. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
You can understand.
Yeah.
UDP, Gambia, UDP, Janin Mul Benalam Berlona, UDP, in 1996, he formed. UDP mentaki Gambia Kono, Afonye Konoje, Jufondi, Jumala Ataki. So UDP, Utanakeba del Konkan Yakar Benda, Ukaro, Akona, Nial Dena, like Pluta, Alial Albala. Fabukov.
Akofole, yes.
Akofo.
Yeah.
Niaja Kofolo, because I don't know Kafona Warat.
Yeah.
Because Dolby will mark a comic will not a UDP, will not.
Sani, let me tell you one thing. 2-3 days ago, therefore something was brought to my attention, which was addressed internally, and the leadership wasn't happy about it. I'll just tell you, go all for friend, Kumo Bebo for Santo. So Walana Nika Foko is completely gone. You understand me? Walana Tete Somnaila Jela. And this happened just three days ago. You understand? I'm not going to come here. Mobuka, no, hold on. Mobuka Murota, I gave on no so. But wala Nankafo, because many diamo menajan seni, Nkafo Jane, Momo, Ninka Nakaburo, Alabim Kitin. The desire to support the political party. Yes, I have love for UDP. I want UDP to win. I have passion to support UDP. But on the day of judgment, UDP killing them, just like you. So let's spit truth and gospel truth. So to say that it's completely gone, it has reduced significantly, I wouldn't debate with you.
No, okay.
Yeah. True, what is true? I agree.
You can't understand.
I agree.
Modo BJ, UDP, near I Kalamoto Junare. But in 10 years, recently, the Nanan Gafu, coming can you for more BJ many Ikada UDP, Ika platform, Ika UDP logo, Ika UDP la Mola Fungo, Ika Mola Attackla, Gafu UDP in Corne.
No. Saying I mean, let's minimize it again. No, hold on. Okay. I'm letting out Blalia Diamo, and I will respond. Go ahead, finish, and Ablai will say his point. Finish.
Okay,
yeah.
Last time, Bomba Mas, last year, Bomba Mas for those screenshot like I said now. We group over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, being I didn't take off the Demanter group to Namanke UDP. Namun Demanter group Namanke UDP, because before the group 13 and in group 1.
Yeah.
So, but draw mobile and get to group 1 drone. So, they near and Gaffel Contemporary group to Namanke UDP. But I'm coming for it. I Jamala, maybe it's a bit Jane, but group 1 will be a Monterol come. The Kajan because that 3 quarter baby UDP youth action go. So Kajan can more to the cow understand a platform on behalf of UDP. If a UDP local KJ, a UDP more Kumban KJ.
Okay, Sani, before Black comes in, can I just say something?
Okay.
I am not going to disagree with you on that. And I think everybody knows. Hold on. Mobe alone ko dol ka fake profile create ka ba usin la image KJ ka nendro ke social media. Ike fam ke UDP ko ike fa what it exists. And if one would be an idiot to disagree with that. Okay? But it's also factual because some of our people, world, there is no doubt they are UDP members, have been involved in things unpleasant and up to the extent interventional. And let me finish this. And this goes across all the entities. This is not peculiar to UDP there. And even UMC BJ. Okay, you understand it? mbuka melje bake ka involve in fenkol kono bake, to be fair. Maybe it's because of the size of their party. Wasn't doing quality. Okay? But recently, just 2-3 days ago, that was an issue. Yeah. Womari saying himself, Womari man fake account today.
That doing support in Germany. He have this name, I don't know. What name?
Okay, so you're right. Maybe in the mota kalamata, but in coming for inkoiko, maybe I'm worried to look for. Yeah, maybe I should change my statement because kafo atiye and kafo is not that pronounced within them. Maybe to la kafole fanamawara and GDC, maybe la kafole mawara back. Yeah, understand?
I don't know that.
Yeah, exactly. GDC mbukela molje kadinging. Maybe because of imawara imansia online fanam. Yalo ning kafo.
Understand UDP bring ever since you can't understand and nindi more be diablo and call for nga for today modo for the sila opinion for the for UDP mun dira wala ntelinga banko le UDP ko me yalo
but man camera my comment ako we still have some of them our supporters yalong kanyene foiko yalo nga foko it has improved significantly. I would agree with you. It has reduced. Well, that is subjective. That is subjective, Seni. You know why I said that is subjective. Hold on, Seni. You know why I said Seni, hold on, please. I'm sorry. You know why I say subjective? Because ni ndol fana nyininga yalo ngambia mbe ndaji ko mfana itol fana ngafo itol fana me respond la. Yes, wala nango is subjective because ni nyininga ka fon tol fana we are responding because Gambia everybody is right. Mo be kala group le defend. Ni la sobe woto mon tol ni sobe ankol be nyole iko itol kan tol le respond. Iko itol tol le ke itol ma ngoy ko nin tol ngana meeting nge UDP TikTokers group nga WhatsApp ntol ko sobe ankol le ka start. But nin tol kachata nini la alpha al kachete ka fo non tol fana na mol ko atol le kan tol attack itol fana ka respond. Wala nan ko is subjective.
Yala be jabe da ko bi football so ko tam fo la yala nya jube UDP be jamela nte always nka kontan UDP la ko la baake because nka jele ko UDP party that me yalo ko mantari ko because
true, I agree with you on that. Yeah.
Ila nyaton ko last time ngamra campaign wato lo malon dole UDP ko dole kuma fo ikano ko usen dabo funde da ko police oli ya command because UDP wo manke UDP ko long ka so nyaton ko okay nyaton ko membo nyaton ko be bar ni kabula wo nyaton ko yalla
no ba usenu ka effort menke to be honest to try to stop this. If the other leaders can the same thing by now this would have reduced. I agree with you on that entirely.
Okay, so
because aka effort all found kele duma na ko dol moy aka leaders all command la fo ñing address afangole kata physically aka involve ko ñing ala fo carrier ñing ke so he's doing a lot to try to stop it. Yeah.
Ndeta bu fango tala muruba ngalo ision kan kadikin ko kana fo ko
yeah
ko tante mo ci balti so ni UDP ko batata gabdiay ka asoro abuti afa a exile nin kemelon 75 or 80% of UDP code. Bira musula fa funding fa akela. So be nin Cairo data sort of Gambia. Will many of selo sepo. Ite kalo e kabula wala. Iko wala mol manya na ka femfo etema.
What do you mean ka femfo ema? Ke criticize ba?
No. Yala jaran ko ka mandiga ka mo wala mala le mandiga ka mo ba.
Oh, jaran ko yalam tolum ka fa saro ga don't stop.
Kana ko bujuru gollo ko de way tetiye.
No ima sisla ja ko sobe ala nyaton ko defanan ka tuate attack la le.
Le war politiko bu ka bayje politiko nyo nendiro ka nyo nendiro.
Nendiro is wrong. Well, Nendiro is wrong.
But si nyo nenen si nyo saya sinin asikende ite be sinatar kukili but ninga kuma jawo foto mambulate ko mola ngonke ko mola fo wala ila personal fonko ko le fo sinin nindi data tar groupe kile mbe molla nyola le
yeah tonyalo wodi
nda hanyi nde kidino le ka
tonyalo
so ngin gambe ndeka men fo dam bole lo nga fo UDP ni ko mu UDP da du ye banko le kanon di yalo ka ke bal batata men ila nyaton ko kamanya me be suma no wala.
Okay, Yalong, let me give you an example. Nde idi aka responde. Yala iko ka responde, but nde idi la responde. Jumale na nabafula nde idi kan ndirogelo. But she respond. Aka sefero ke Facebook. Aka respond. You can respond. Respond is not bad. But they either respond and no akala points put across le. But another particular name put into disrepute. So this idea kafonka respond le is not a justification for that. Say no, that's optional. That's listen. Nimoye neng yes, it can apply. Nimoye neng aneng. Nimoye neng aneng. No, listen. Apply. Yeah. No, that's fine. Apply. That's okay. I have no control over that. Yeah. Yeah.
So ni tele platform wala nte betela platform wala moka. Ka understand. Wala moy audio kinyana. Abe bula kan sekusedi andu ngalon ka sekusedi mun tele nyaton kol. Kan o men so sekusedi. Ninka bula sekusedi la fonka bula kongola. So ninja oje nyanta mo kan.
Well, yalong Seni. Listen, Seni. We let me tell you one thing. Misil me afon. Ya ni moye neng ni lafta kayi jo woman tanaya Islam okono, right? That's my little knowledge tells me that, okay? Bari ko alako ani sabar lalom lon tiyo le fana yof ni mensa no bari ka ku kolemba akole atole sabaro amandia but ni lafta respond se jono. But nte, let me tell you one thing, because you ended as an example. I've been insulted. I've never responded, but not everybody is me, and I'm not everybody. I have been personally insulted in this politics. There was one guy in Sweden who was insulting myself and Pamudu Bojang during mayoral election. I have never responded to him, the individual. I think most of you would know who this person is. Because we were doing campaign for mayor law at that time. I've never responded, but that was my choice. But I'm not saying that everybody should be me, because miracle because near ban near one di ban ye baleneng because baby killing near one di ban ye baleneng
no what to because
exactly exactly man yana mo banen na because baman fisa ya bati babe killing yeah
but Gambia bring Gambia ya fanta 1965 political party de Gambia minka sabari katambi UDP.
I agree with you on that. Yeah. No. Demafo yalo seni itele India mo for prolondi. You understand? We could have debated. No. Seni, hold on. I have never said that UDP people, when they are insulted, they should not respond. I do not know. Yeah.
Political party de Gambia menka sabari ka UDPC.
No man, no woman argument samana. Yale nata jane ko. Yesterday you made a general statement, and I've seen some people commenting that you should not even make, one or two people say you should not make that general statement. But one more opinion, and I support them. Iko saying go to mo, iko say UDP nendiral tigi, ikamol member say is clean. Ngoyoko, that's too general a statement to make. Afoko, it has improved tremendously. Ni often need a news sabana.
Yala muna atente ngofo yala ndefana ndefana nga forum la moyle nga ni platform la moy otu mun kamme moy ne dirlal to kamme moy e ka understand ani birin ni loko bodal aka munta lako ni lobe sisi kan inata idim jiota ya soa ay fa because otu mo chocho men be UDP ko le be nyola UDP ko le nyin kampuja alhamdulillah rabbil sa kampu montar UDP be diam ko wo farnalla ko diam wo farnalla otumo chocho men be UDP fo kebal fon yido fo kebal fon ko futi ka diam abad ko
no wo chocho wo fatale sai
okay be diam ko yano hadamadu kumo kala mo la
buka be mo father we still have those in UDP.
No. Ablai, what I'm saying is, Ablai, ninga nyolamai, ningo the chow for the flag bearership wole banda. Because flag bearership, we have gone past that stage. In the in your word, because we don't have wolves in silk clothing in the party. Because you're kafuje. And this is not peculiar to UDP. Hani Barola camp, we have wolves on silk clothing there.
Yes.
But what like a Barola information we didn't tell Nidata UMC, it will find a sotole. It had a kafu kono. This is not peculiar to UDP apply. It had Hadamadi Yana solo, ila korrafon kono. Ikataraji le modo itaraji abi hanki pankila al makalamut. Well, it's a human phenomenon. So boy is not peculiar in politics. It's not peculiar in the yeah.
Because nimbanko bota amanke abota seku sedili kunkiline abotanto kunkila abota Gambia bile. So simune keno na kebal be silo menka pour Gambia ibo. Ngakafu nyoma bari mon manke kilindi modo bije asukodo munyano do bijata munyano. Bari nde sinimane de nde.
Oh, wala ba jata iko lafta audio le play la bari malamu audio si follow. You need to tell me because don't look at the audio play jam. Iko you want to play an audio. So I will not allow you to play an audio that I don't have to listen to. So Malavi, so yellow comment I should pick you up. You want to play an audio. So Malela from audio si play la because not an end audio it will play la no jam. Maybe you can play it on your platform.
Because me video be jubeka ning by election on yanta kila dabe na kia. After nata video yinje sense abdaning be seleka ngaje will men be UDP ko data UDP ko la attack. So I will find out a UDP endorse.
But that's human nature. That's human. Yalon Seni, there is one thing. UDP, Yalon Dollar Executive, there was a time Barrow was having access to our information. Ndolka Barrow, Ndolfaranka Barrow information or access. Barrow cabinet phone. We penetrate Barrow cabinet.
Yes.
We do. So wala nangaveko hadamadi ya nasolo wati. Iye kafu ya na warata. You will have people there who would be whistleblowers. Akakale. Amini Arabi.
Okay.
A good conversation. Ite oni na taja wati wala kake heated debate le. Angalo ne munyanchole di. But it's good to have this discussion sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
No, you're a platform. Nasi at Gambia. I remember Karambo because honey, any men matter cooking, invite the cafe in the Koyana.
How about you can not jande? Okay, invite you.
No, because you don't come out men that's what did that? It is so in a platform where you have my butter. Because
Abaraka senis ngata nyinyo min ko ya ba ngama tele be ablay won de chance la way diam niko dini way debate dati janta ba na faso man da
I'm just going to say abla sister diam
okay sister diam nyomin go
na konton fema hawjin de kasela na lafta palasi kilina la ni mbamba mans de idinal ne alla patiolon tenga ke women's mobilization
no nyomin ka tarla je nyomin ka hani kilinte tarla do la patio kono
darling ke women's mobilization fa de sa yenti ko fata
maltros abebe kala jara
Sadly, thank you very much. Alnimbara moving medium again.
The only nyomin ka bebe invite la patio do ga lan sonkoti
dinkilimba fula
dinkilimba fula ate o bate invite la
baba kira deni afula akaya adam paru akaya ko ha atu kaluli sedi li fana mbejele
ngo bari fama da dat fama la audio moylal de fama da la audio
kaluli sedi li ko be nyankata ndomo la ko nyim fa ni ngiete dale buka tambi no kunye kulme se ko be fayla won tijet akoni me ya nafisi atafanya tuliseri ngoka jenu woteje mdafa ukalale ni mi parete bukala mfebe nda ko proye fambalundi muna masibonta nyinte ba
go so kutale tariya bang is midnight
on a serious note you need to pray God and blow the santo al kasabari ba kele barialong sabaru fa nay dandula sotole modolu mbeta kanyan no la jusola fo dol si way mo bete ke no la se ku se lidi o tembe sire njanta fadda ambare kafona warata e kamo sifa be le sota kono yo barnin ku mudia moye ku jamale talaji ba ke fana andon kafo dol ke fansu manne manke UDP kolti ise adulal to tari sa mina fo UDP kola sa territory mol ke ni pa dol pa ita nendirola ala kuno si fon ke fon nendiro sembo fon ka fo kanjumal to bake manika kamoto tile ni parete fan express la bake fana ika fo kanjumalto mandika kan Gambia cause ni lafta ila dia moy jam fa drop fa ya fo mandika kan barin dol mel mu mandinka dingol ni modi yam da fon ken tol mandinka dingol dam mankalo ne mo ika allo ne kari bota ma fa menna nin komon ko di am tankal ne nyom komon ni nyomi nin kian nin jarale la kan laftam na ba ni tata nyani ni nyamina kata sute jana wuli nyol ika wol fanam beta tombonne bari diamo siatale nyin ndeka foyelen na bondi dingol ika molleket lede ndeka sele la platform ton dunni ka folen dun ka diamo la ngajina sako nga tebe fem fo ka me a lonko a jatta nga sele nsit me la moyro ba ni fem fo nga pon suto damen ka sele dun seltan ka foyelo ko al sal hakilotu ibota membala ni ane ite fana menka ta ite futalade
so if on ga sele la platform molto foi kata al ni platform ni platform men private platform al ka benji foi fon la ka sele la platform molto Ibrahim ila video is on buto malon foi akala mutale ba
right now e jama ka benji le to ndum eka malon no ngami na taka bula mole no ma jama ni wol beje buto mo taka payfe
okay
barinka do nga kumo do tombo eda ila abala fa na molo fa waratal
okay
ha seri lin nte bota nte munyomi koti
ha
nka bona mnata bonyomi ntata si banjo nka muru nka nyomi kol doya abala fa waratal ndanga men fo wala mnyinte ko alben nyindirol la alama ala ya sotonda lafta menna koy bari fana alkadiya mu menke albota damen ala tala wonta te jarla fenna because ibo nendir kilingolo use la ya murundal kan fal fana mambo wallet ha kuno itata fala sedi li nyata biye bo yen muriyafo sedi li mulu jawyata tuila kuma kan kilingo kan dor han kuno den nabe dula kiling ala nyinya moto bolabu bari nga menje dal nati tano abata what is so simple telephone den kaselen kan diamo kelen pareta ndunte inka hani MPP ko jamme men fo loli jamme kasela dula tolde bani pareta ka folen meta la moyna le la moyna nga kuma le so be men nyinin kala mo kana kuntu ni pareta isanyin ba jamane diam dam pareta na siye buka wara jen ka jolone
no ande o MPP la platform o ande buka sele woto
ndeka ka auto sila dole ntada nge ibe diamo la nge stop because what time lo dinno wenyi mbante mol be security ko fola ke kilin sita jaka foko ha yalon to la police won kae come on stop police man kaltat minister man kaltat nkae MP mbele dental loktano be nkae afoko national security nkae nakam ni mol ko kari man tarata ko ka dol lebe man sakunda yes but nga mole tofo atol na ke ba nyenta tala wala buto wala mole nko bandin tol diam ta kar man tara inyi ma fo man tarata ko ka atol yol katanda ya kaltat nkame ya mo mari be stilin na leba
yala itol ma realize we have been through this journey with APRC brimbe struggle kono woto mo ni mole fon for APRC ko lena ya fo nyunu mangala banko ima fenge LPP they are do say nyanda ni realize ko wulun tilikini bukato malani baro will go itol letara diam ka rek baro would go
MPP nali yo MPP baninko Gambia man sakunda kai ma fo MPP man sakunda Gambia man sakunda be wala MPP le mpati ete me o fenken kai bari Gambia man sakunda mbele dentawa ti nyaro me bo banko kan nga bondi ba ninko kari nka ya telemu ni aje nkati fa telemu be kunto nka telemu suti eti ni mo marandi molla ninku ti nyata laje fa ya fo e kari ba ite fana ite musuti eti bari tumando ye mole fana suto menka de paso bondi menka mano suma menka ta lola ko topato kai nim lo mankite o mari mali lola mankite ja munana wo mankite ja kai fo manya na kan nka ba ni molbe diamo da tole poda le kata nka ya wo
no bari ala nyana be realize la nyin TDA listen nyin yalon fenke abasanya mbiriya bondi abasanya mbira be minister la tinyar jamal kata de molbe diaspora janne coral di mella or information will be na funtilale. So some of this support, I mean, support can sound along there. But a recommendation of deal some of their supporters in diaspora. Yeah.
For generations to come. Malfali olonjil. Yon ni ndawal mel fananka nyimbondi donka ngoy ko yala tolle nyorta. Altata. Gal nal parita wato tal nananka nte kuki nte na konton tabila iko nyorta na konton la sita do wato sita ka fe monela o konton tolen kan ta dile. Baita sibunda sabo ale konton mendo ma tolen na ta kamala ka tol mel ta tal murna la pala so di be yele na dia talir. Kandu bitu ngofalbe kunna je molo mbari pour ninte movement ni mota tan ketu je mantare force ka bari al kaw mem kibirindi kari iko ha wo nin wota tale sai wota fanjela pati ni wala sirango tata o botabulu wota fanjela pati ko non ko alimbatu ba o sirango men al kafo fana na tale ba ana manna nka wosira ngate woda maleje ko ni wo botabula te ma fanje pati ko no pati lo sika ya diala nka nin kuma manna to ma mira nyim botata da ko ni malla mira ko mo lelte nka ndo nga semba kola sira won lelbe man sa ya sira ngol to mel tambita wo sira ngol la tolbe nyim men foka nko because na bota president yala mo sort of vice president ya bejele speaker of the house as if I'm old sifan ka fo wolle nyin sira ma te kamen kibirindi wala kumata ka bari ya mira sila nyin sira ma akona bota wala te si ama fanje pati ko na bota lota fay nka sila ba fanje la ko di al ngamba to falve na ma ya londa ngajal albe ja kono al continal be menna to le tan ko bari tinyaro al kana tinyaro ka lal da control do mandin non tal bal fan tinyala because i bodula ni je ne molke ne wodula kelon ni jako nyomi ko mambaraka ba fa ko ta fa ko ta nyomi ifana mambaraka ka alkana albodula ne ndeko foele ndon tonyin ila kuma kan kadimile ni selete kay manke munya lati ni se ko penyo di nyola kuma kan kadimile akadimi bakel barikal ne ni bita nyame iye tonya foje iye ko di tela hajo nte do be je ni ngabamba staraje no kameji.
Okay, Abaraka Bake, it's midnight right now. I gotta stop you there. Thank you.
Nimbamba masning seku sedi lila fenko nata ntabal dani la menna aliya feri londi silo ka me alon ka be kela fo patient ambulance only.
Thank you.
And driver from kana bulala ambulance driver kana bulala no so ni la patient to run kadum ika kuntu.
Okay, thank you very much Nyaminko Abaraka. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Ibrahim Gassama, Iko, you have an important information to share. So I'll really give you 2 minutes. It's midnight right now in the UK. So kutale. You said you have an important information to share with us. Go ahead.
Because I want you to pick me.
Oh, is that the trick? Is that the trick?
Yeah, that's the trick.
Okay. So you didn't have any important information to share with me?
I don't have any important information to share.
Okay, now it worked this time, but next time it's not going to work.
Yeah, but I want you to pick me every day.
No, but I may pick on few occasions. So Bini may pick among Grau. You've been here before.
Always I want to share my voice on Bandaba.
Okay, so go ahead. You'll have to remember for the place.
Yeah, the platform in the room.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's why that's a trigger. Sorry,
Imagine Aliuko next time I find about trick or useless. So that trick is not going to work now. And in fact, you're gonna make it. You're gonna. No, yeah. No, y'all men get that. You make it difficult for others. If I don't be able to have an important information, tell them oh, they are playing trick on us. But Gassama, apart from that, what do you have to tell us?
Yeah, for me, explain because ning attack say more for kampuru sisila nyolia understand me ya operate nyame. You know, ni mobile Facebook follow aka wali nyol no bani marjani nyol ning fo senior fo fananyol ma ning duwa siatale ni mo e fo post in the road fence sama ko la niwe I have ni leg loss do ani na comment ani mo jela asia yeah most ni wala comment so hano senior fo fananyol ni fa senna abakata han ko comment na sometimes 3 comment sometimes comment on mega can negative comments on so sia ko ba tambi funa so ni ba hera platform use ita ka won kami sometimes is an annual whatever no wala send more ka oversiane so ni re message send me out is negative amanda value account so ni wala asa and then abaka benefit so means ndalwe fe ko la ke ka itene ndalwe to la political ke ka itene media ni ka mo honest ni mo kan ya mo mi alo kama important media kon eda mena platform wata ni ta ka jami ni se do political ke ka mari yeah because ni mo le asia mo ka kilos la ni mem castigate mo ni manyo no me pare UMC ni wol ma nyana nyu sama UMC is a movement ala ke party
itela vida another debate la jang so we will be here
for follow IC my recommend follow how many people million go IC 2021 ya apply and then IC and reject so imam confirm follow even as a political party
no yalonde de quickly na kan nyo toro je rek the other day I was listening to NPP platform and they were ridiculing us iko side all from it all they have nothing to say about the mal they say the new punch can left right and center iko sign them alibula je say the mal can new junko ndolo kai we have nothing to say let's just enjoy the show that really when I heard it I was sad I said look but we cannot dispute that when they said that they were having a show ha ndolo say okay the mal can new junko kan alintol nga singe jibe yalla wonyanda wake up call dealing all of them but it's not going to stop. Let me tell you, it's not going to stop. This might even carry on until November 2026. Maybe they stop like time on mena after 2026 election because that way there is nothing to fight again. So Ila Yamaro is going to fall on deaf ears. It's not going to stop. So just do your thing. That's what I want. I choose to do. I do my thing. I do my campaign. I do my advocacy. If I hear something, anybody says against UDP, I need to react. I will.
Yeah, that's very important. It's just advice for it to understand.
No, it I understand. They will not. Because more BJ, they cannot. Y'all understand. Some of our members cannot stand these people's behavior. So anything they will respond. Okay. They have some names in the party equal troublemakers already. Well, like it all a leader castigate. So what I'm going is not going to stop. But it is making NPP look because imagine even this guy was ridiculing us, Dr. Cisse. You see, last time I suffered on Menke. And Onyaje will be all attitude because they are on social media, they're seeing what is happening and so and it's pretty much true because let me just say for the first time when I listen to UMC platform, they spend 1 hour, almost 1 hour talking about UDP without saying a word about Adama Barrow. That's unfortunate because if you want to remove Barrow, it is a platform where 1 hour, debate on the program. Before I was listening. I didn't hear at any point where they're talking about Barrow, the bad economic policies, the lack of job creation, these people dying through the back way. They didn't talk about that. They spend 1 hour. And look, that should stop. Nitela platform water, the first thing that you need to do, go against Barrow, criticize Barrow. If you want to spend 5-10 minutes to talk about UDP, that's okay. But the good chunk of your time should be devoted to against the president. And while the NPP feel that they have a field day, because wala na iko sign andol nga mune soro bawo say dama lebe ñoo junku kar left right alge bola je ñoo junku. So what are we going to say? But that's what is happening. Yeah. Okay, go ahead, apply.
Strategy. Yalo ñing political mbeba kono lay no. Dal be mu kebale pour que nen do fonka man kana online kenen do ke de hani kadum di no mena platform ke advice wala. but in more comfortable be struggle kono comfortable mi ala ka Malta I mean for monkey or comforting I can take command ma for do dem bentel private message la ken name be nen na le mare ko la ngene pour assemble yadi ete de assemble da yadi o mol ya ko karle benen drone yes I'm talking to you. I'm talking about your friend. I call it privately.
Jibala wati.
Yeah, to go mare.
Eden tungo. Enen tungo fo yabran dal kumandila boxer ren na bang. So for tungo in your inbox.
He insulted me if I know phone.
Oh, that's not if that all like what that's uncalled for.
Yeah, like a lovely called gaslight. Be debate la ye fenne sa fe men toñate defana comment japanta why you calling me on my private no my kenning ka fo ni right I can even send ngala fe go do send in I do what I do in UDP you don't do that I don't care what you do in UDP yes so mbedel la mando fo de mbere ko le dal ya samba yake dawda diate yes because in banko beltam we will not be apologetic to anyone 30 years Nanyang struggle la. The China take diam until coming 2009 the freedom radio.
But Tungo katala UDP la first victim. Ablai Tungo go atelo akatala UDP la first victim today.
For UDP pro PRO palas. I go solo. I'm tired of that. But in Catholic, that's their new strategy. Let them do it, not me.
Gambe be colare bakare
finkin tole kol ke radio to akabe tujere ne finkin to nde birim bayan wulu ne mom finkin to
dabro seni
no
even the time let happen can you just let me talk please
Adolfo na time of bantale because we are coming to 3 hours 51 minutes you know yeah abla you have a lot to say but we will do it thank you guys thank you it's almost 4 hours ala barkande idi thank you Seni and nyominko go to bed now. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't ganyele bi, but I fulanja na kotege. I made a request okay the matter. I was like, okay, but I have some important information. Information. Go okay, let me pick you because but now I got the trick. Allah baraka baka yama. So Allah masuto kerosiala. Allah baraka. Thank you. Okay, guys, we're gonna wrap up the show here. Allah baraka baka until the current affairs show. Allah masuto kerosiala. Allah manga ganyo masoto kian kayaf. Allah ma not alliance when I ganye in 4G so that MPP hani kiran killing ikana win. Ni mo salte ka dua ela tasabayo mot. The results of the vira ko NPP boy telefo da ida banko ma. NPP man sekonda nyanta wo bond la banko kan ye Gambia kasarale. Okay. So Allah baraka baraka ya mo. Thank you so much. Yeah. Imayana alamo fon be set la ko ngata Allah say.
Ale fonsaje de Ale fonsaje Nada bo sanka baluo Ale fonsaje Mbe useni da bo julalema Ale fonsaje Juloka man la maje Ale fonsaje Ni aja man la maje Ale fonsaje Suluo simmenele da Ale fonsaje Useni masata Ale Alale amansa andi ale ponsai mbaro da bodima ale ponsai mbaro da bodima ale ponsai enu mukunda da bodima ale ponsai alale bate jola ale ponsai masole bate jola ale ponsai aye Gambia bondi bata kono ale ponsai maje molu bele sewota ale Alabe nyinkera